Hey, New York! New York, what's up? NYC! This is it. The New York City takeover. The Knicks have arrived. The New York Knicks is here. Can they be stopped? Well, that's yet to be seen. But as of right now, the Knicks are here. They haven't gotten out of the first round yet, but the Knicks are here. Boom. Look at your boys. Who want this Knicks smoke? Oh my goodness. Everybody's getting drunk off the Kool-Aid, baby. Jalen Brunson is the GOAT. Well, we got people saying they need to move on from Randle. If they move on from Randle, then they're talking. Mm-hmm. Well, the way I look at it is a little different. I don't want anything to do with those fake teams or fake situations. Not at all, sir. No, not really. Do I trust him with Zion Williamson? Not a lot. I don't know what's been going on today. YouTube's been having some technical difficulties. That has nothing to do with me. Mm-mm. Well, the New York Knicks has done something a lot of people haven't seen done in a while. They won 2 playoff games. For the Knicks, that is a lifetime. I will repeat, Real King. The New York Knicks has done something no one thought they have not done in a very long time. Win 2 games in a playoffs. They've won 3, I am aware, but they have not won more than 1 playoff game, and I don't know how long. Now, the New York Knicks. Why are they winning this game? The Cavs have been looked at as a regular season team. And because they are a regular season team, it is showing up as such. So when you see the Knicks and you look at their team and how they're playing this series, we're basically judging them off the way they're playing. Like, it's kind of like, it's interesting, but it's kind of like how we've seen the whole event take place since then. The Knicks like to relish in their own path of victories. Like, they only seem to care about the winning and not the losing. They want to focus on what's good and what's ever negative, forget it. We move on to the next. When before, the Knicks will be devastated by a loss that it carries on into their next game and the game after that, fights in the locker room, what have you. Now, the star of this series, a lot of people think is Jalen Brunson because he hits the big shots, but it's actually been the play of RJ Barrett that has really stepped up and took the team to another level. Because of Jalen Brunson's maturity at the basically he's just another small two guard, but his maturity at the position is causing RJ Barrett to have to step up. Now, the problem of the team is still Julius Randle. He slows the game down. He can't play in this system. And now they see that the whole offense is not geared around him scoring a bunch of points and losing. Someone else could take the reins. Someone else is now the leader of the team. But is this team championship material? Absolutely not. But they have a foundation finally where they can build on. No, Jalen Brunson is not going to lead you to a championship. It's not going to happen. You need other pieces around Jalen Brunson. Well, Tibbs is coaching these guys like it's military. Like guys are in the army. No, Josh Hart has stepped up and had a tremendous development since he's been in the NBA. He's actually become a better player than when he was with the Lakers or the Pelicans. Mm. I mean, Derrick Rose is on the team just because Tibbs want him on the team. That veteran leadership. But other than that, Derrick Rose is his playing days are basically over in the league. Well, guys are coming up short. Like Evan Mobley's coming up short on a lot of the games, and this is terrible for the Knicks. I mean, for the Cavs, but I think they're going to show out in Game 5. Leon Rose changed the culture. Not really. It's just that once they said what's his name, Dolan was gonna fall back and let Leon Rose, work things. Leon Rose is about the same as him. Leon Rose is abrasive. All the way what, home? Because that's the only place the Knicks is going. I still think the Cavs can beat them. But if they get past this, they'll have to play either the Miami Heat or the Bucks. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, this is their best opportunity to make some noise in the playoffs to put everybody on notice that the Knicks are not the same team no more. And that they're actually better than the Brooklyn Nets. Knicks fans are overdoing it already. They're the Knicks. This is what they do. Yep. The Knicks versus Lakers in the finals. My goodness. Do you want to talk about somebody not watching the NBA finals? That would be me. Mm-mm. See, I know the Knicks problem. The Knicks problem is simple. It's real simple. You see those guys, oh, I'm sorry, over there. These guys over here, their problem is going to be internal. It's just a matter of time. Julius Randle going to get sick of Jalen Brunson. Obi Toppin is going to get tired of Quickly. Quickly going to get tired of, what's his name? RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is going to get tired of another player. And so on and so on. The team will implode. Oh, Frank Nutella, they should have never drafted Frank. Frank Nutella was never going to make it in this league. He just wasn't tough enough, in my opinion. He can go back to France and said he played some years in the NBA. That's about all he could say. Evan Mobley has been a ghost. He's been a ghost in this series. All those big games he had his rookie year, all of that is erased now. Evan Mobley is turned into a regular player. And Julius Randle is somebody that they're gonna have to look at moving away from the team. He's gotta go. Jalen Brunson has said, I'm the big dog. It goes through me. But the guy that's been saving them the most is Jalen Brunson, but RJ Barrett decides on how far the Knicks go. If you shut down RJ Barrett, the game's over. If him and Randall is out there, Mitchell Robinson got double digits. That's something to cheer for. But if those two was having a bad game, it's over. They don't care what Jalen Brunson do. Well, Julius Randle didn't play all that much. He played a very limited role. Um, Randle is just somebody that's got to go. Yeah, Josh Hart. Josh Hart, I just spoke about Josh Hart. Moonlight. I haven't seen Moonlight in I don't know, God knows how long. Yes, she's an East Coaster too, I believe. She's got this real fake Jamaican accent. It's hilarious. Hope your channel is growing, and she just started her channel. Randall attitude is bad. I don't know if it can change. Brunson froze him out in game 2. Brunson know what he's supposed to do. Brunson know he's supposed to freeze him out. You ain't gonna win with him on the team. At the end of the season, Randall gonna be it's me or him. One of us got to go. Which one is it gonna be? They're gonna be. We've already packed your things for you, Mr. Randall. We want to thank you. The New York Knicks want to thank you for all you've done. The Knicks fans will turn on you in a heartbeat. Oh my God. Oh God. We packing random bags. He'd be like, man, y'all double folded this and iron increased it. We want to make sure you were happy. And we want to make sure you got everything. So you never have to come back, sir. Thank you. Everybody has a stalker, and mine has to be called Moonlight. The Cavs are shook. Well, Donovan Mitchell didn't show up, but Evan Mobley haven't showed up all series. I don't know what's going on with him. LeVert gave you his 14 points. That's about all you're gonna get out of him. You got your 10 from Seti. That's it. Jared Allen got 14. All you can ask for them to do is get double digits, but Donovan Mitchell can't have 11 points. That was the game. They only lost by like 9. They lost about 7 or 9 points. Oh, of course, it's a low scoring series. This is what you call the low scoring series, right? Well, he better be. He gonna be getting called up. New York, stand up. So, are you a Knicks fan or a Brooklyn fan, Moonlight? What's up, Scrub? Guess who ain't here, Scrub? The 2 New York Knicks fans. No, people are texting me about LeBron. It's so funny. It's like they don't watch the game; they watch it highlight. Like, yeah, what you gotta say now? Yeah, LeBron old, huh? Yeah, he's old. I'll be back. Brunson is the spider stomper. Well, here's the thing. That's what the whole thing was about. Should they get Donovan Mitchell or Brunson? They had a chance to get both and get rid of RJ Barrett. It was a last second move. They would have had both of them in the backcourt. You'd have had RJ Barrett, going to Utah. They would have had Donovan Mitchell and they would have had Jalen Brunson. Utah got greedy, and the Knicks took the deal off the table, and then they signed RJ Barrett right after that. They didn't want to pay RJ that money. Moonlight stranger, when we sail on the way, when we sail on the way. Some fly by night, some fly by day, move like a sail. I know. It's just my luck, man. I'm glad you see this, M Stack. I kind of did that already, like years ago. Mm-mm-mm-mm. These people are nuts. No, no, no. Why would anybody want to go through that with the New York Knicks? He said, damn, let me out. Man, I don't need no crazy person she probably kicked out and barred from Jamaica. She probably can't go back. If the Knicks win the title, I'm buying a Knicks jersey. I'm saying anything y'all want me to say about the Knicks. If the Knicks win the title, the Knicks will win the title before y'all. Nobody cares about the Bulls. Dude, the best thing the Bulls have done was in the 90s. They only cared about Jordan. That's it. Now, y'all had Derrick Rose and everything. Went up against Celtics, Cavs, they just don't care about the Bulls. Don't care about you. And the owner don't care. So when your owner don't care, I mean, your owner has come out and said, I basically don't care. I just want us to go to the playoffs. That's it. That's what your owner said. Mm-mm. Well,
We'll track the price of your flight.
they're gonna track the price of my flight. How noble of you.
So you can decide when to book.
So I could decide what to do. Huh? Why would I trust anybody to say that? I gotta get a Brunson jersey. I would get a Brunson jersey. Everybody thinks I hate Jalen Brunson when I tell people exactly what Jason Kidd said about Jalen Brunson. This is why the Dallas Mavericks decided not to sign Jalen Brunson. He was too small. They said in the playoffs when they played against the Golden State Warriors, they noticed that's why they lost the series. He couldn't match up against Poole, Wiggins. He was too small. So they put Dinwiddie in there as the starting backcourt, and I felt that was a good fit, him and Luka, because what people didn't realize is that Dinwiddie would come in and give a blow to Jalen Brunson. So they had a 1-2 punch back then. But Dinwiddie wanted to start and was going to be the starter, and they was going to move and not pay that kind of money to Brunson. No, I really feel that if they really wanted to, I mean, if this is their year, everybody should join in and comment on it. You know, I would love to see if this was their year. You say this is the first player you've ever seen do what? Oh, look at this. Yeah, he's pumped. Look at him. You can't ignore us no more. We are here. Next. Y'all, I wanted to create this post. So when you guys are eliminated, when you guys are eliminated, and I mean eliminated, this post will reign supreme. What's up?
I'm here for the New Yorker content, man. These funny motherfuckers. Man.
All right, hold on with the cursing, man.
Ooh, my fault.
Yeah, but definitely the Knicks.
Yeah, the
back,
Knicks fans is hilarious.
They back. Look, we catching on to the Knicks. It's hard to ignore us at this point. We done won 3 games in the first round.
Man, who first got to the playoffs and said the same stuff, man? It was probably the Grizzlies or something. Jesus.
Oh man, now he done came up. He is hyped over these Knicks.
You know, long time subscriber. It's probably it's good to see. Probably hear a peep out of you about the Knicks, man. I mean, I know over the years, it been it been something to ignore. I ain't gonna hold you. But for these last 3 years and this Leon Rose regime and how we've been building out the draft and getting out the mud, and then how everybody laughed at us about that Brunson trade. Yo, I'm just enjoying the ride, man. I'm glad you know what I mean, even shedding some light on it, brother.
Yeah. And this guy said the Knicks gonna win a championship within 2 years, guaranteed. Oh my goodness, boy! I don't see it. The East got to really pull off.
I see this, and I have seen it for years in the NBA. That's how it go in the NBA playoff. The team that's the most healthiest coming down the stretch got a big chance to win, and I like our chances, man. I mean, if you just look at the regular season, Boston couldn't handle us, do nothing with us. Miami couldn't handle us, do nothing with us. So if Miami could get Milwaukee out the way, I'm not saying we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm saying the Knicks is building their team the right way. I'm looking like this is long-term sustainable shit. Long-term sustainable.
So you think that Julius Randle? So you feel that Julius Randle should remain on the team?
Lord. You said that. What I'm gonna say about that is it's going to be an interesting summer. I'm a fan of 30-minute Ovi, and I think Randle was very unstable. So in spite of us having that Randle here, look where we at.
Yeah.
In spite of that.
You're in the first round still. You got to get out of it.
You right. We just need one more win. You right, Tino. But what I'm saying is, aside from you, brother, the Knicks slander, right? It's been well deserved over the years. Right? We just saying this is a new regime, a 3-year-old regime in here that's doing things the right way. And I don't know how you stumbled across it finally, but I appreciate that you did, brother. I mean, whether you want to take a backhand stab at it or whatever it is, it's just good to see it on your screen sometime, man.
Yeah, now we got the Knicks because the Knicks fans came out. The Knicks fans,
they ain't want to be nowhere to be found when it was all bad. Now everyone,
I know the right thing to do for the last 30 years is to laugh at the Knicks. Well, we getting the shit. We gonna have the last laugh, bro. And we not complete team. I'm not saying we Eastern Conference Finals definitely in the finals definitely. All I'm saying is we still have them 4 unprotected picks that we were supposed to. That everybody clowned us for not getting rid of. You know what I mean? For not giving up for Donovan Mitchell, right? That's number one. That's a win right there. We still have both or any one of them young players that we drafted that they wanted to choose, whether it was RJ, Obi, or Grimes or whoever.
Knicks, so they built weird, bro. They built weird.
Built to win.
I don't know.
What you mean we built weird?
Show me a team. Show me a team that's built the way it's supposed to be. Let me see it so I can compare what you're trying to say. What team should we be built like? Brooklyn?
Any of the top what seed is the Knicks? The 4 or the 5?
Oh, we is one. See what I'm talking about? See, you stumbled. You just fumbled already. We is one of them top things.
I asked you a question, Brody. Okay, this is a New York dude. Let me get my facts right before you get to blowing up.
Exactly.
What
brother.
I'm saying
and to answer your question, we was the 5th seed.
Y'all was a one-trick pony. That's what I'm saying. Brunson or bust is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you gotta get your facts straight.
Really
you still gotta go get your facts straight, bro.
I was coming from an unbiased position, but now it's New York smoke.
What's your?
You feel me?
Can I ask this? Can I ask what fan base are you representing?
I'm a Clipper, man.
Okay.
I'm a Clipper.
Okay.
And when we healthy, we got every position we need.
Listen, I'm not here to throw salt in your wounds or nothing like that. I'm just here to talk about my Knicks.
It's easy to do that. So
I ain't even gonna jump on the Clippers. I ain't got nothing to say about them. You know what I mean? Because I don't care about them. But for some reason, all these other fan bases stay meat riding the Knicks like that, man. What's up with that? Oh, they ain't da 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 da. We talk about right now, man.
Y'all need to do something with D Rose, bro. That's
Yo, y'all
trifling.
need to
That's
do
foul,
something.
bro.
The Clippers need to do something. The Knicks are
Wait,
doing.
Man,
how
3-1.
much longer is Rose
Congratulations.
on?
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 for you.
Congratulations.
3-1 on your side too, brother.
3-1.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's
Congratulations.
3-1.
Whatever.
It's
God
3-1
dang,
over there
man.
too, brother.
Dang.
Congratulations, man. And you got
Dang, man.
nerve
So much
to sit here.
hostility in
You
New
got
York, man.
nerve to sit
Dang.
here and throw rocks at the Knicks, and you
I'm
bleeding heavy
good.
right now.
Chilling.
Okay.
Yo,
If the
yo, go
Knicks
lick
was
your
on
wounds,
the
man.
West Coast, they getting smacked by
And the
everybody
West
in the
Coast is
playoffs
weak.
right
Ain't you
now.
paid attention?
They
Wherever
getting
LeBron is,
smacked up by
wherever LeBron at,
everybody.
they weaken that. They weaken
They
that
got a lucky
conference.
draw with the
See,
Cavs, bro.
brother,
I'll give
you
them
got to
that.
get your facts right, man.
I'll
If
give
you
them
ever
that. They
paid
got a
attention
lucky
to the
draw.
league, I'll let you talk. Go ahead, brother.
I was just saying they got a lucky draw with the Cavs.
All right, well, let me just say something factual, right? And if you ever paid attention to the NBA, right? Any conference that LeBron was on, the NBA weakened that conference, man. When LeBron was on the East Coast, the East was the weakest conference. I can agree with you on that. I mean, I'm not here to advocate for the Knicks for 15, 10, or 20 years ago. I'm talking about the Knicks as of late, right now, and going into the future. See, you talk about our past. See, that's why it's dark for you, because the Knicks fans is already thinking about our future, and it's set up very well. Let's get to that.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. That was an okay point.
It
I
was
was about
okay,
to
but
say.
look, all them
Go
broke
ahead.
dudes, all them broke superstars y'all had over
So
there,
you think
it
the
don't
West
equate
is
to nothing,
weak
bro.
right now? The West
That's
is
what I was about to say.
That's the thing I'm trying to figure out.
Gosh, golly.
strong right now.
Just because the
Huh?
records is bad, the talent is still
Okay,
on
but
the
the
West
you
Coast.
are what your records say, as far as I know.
That's until the playoffs happen, right?
Or is it the other narrative? The league made the West tank so LeBron could get in the playoffs.
Oh, we know they
I'm
didn't.
not refuting
Okay,
that.
so
I'm not refuting that.
whichever you want to choose, it still support what I said. The NBA makes that conference weak, whether it's tank games or y'all just can't win games. He's always in a weaker conference. So right now we over here, everybody going gun ho over here. It's wide open. And don't forget, we got Giannis over here. We got them two boys over here in Boston that everybody prays that we keep whooping on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing?
Man, ain't no one worried about the two Scottie Pippins in Boston.
Yeah,
But they're a problem. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
said the Cavs have never lost a series when they were down 3-1.
Oh yeah, this is familiar territory.
Listen, there's a first time for everything, right?
But I think they had LeBron in those situations.
Right.
You think what?
So that was back when it was the Eastern Conference when they had Bron. I'll give you that. Now it's top four. It's four heavy.
Cavs gonna win 3 straight.
You really think the Cavs gonna win 3 straight? So, you know.
All right, but take that to
It's going
FanDuel.
7 games.
If it can happen against anybody,
Take that to FanDuel, so I can hear you crying later. Or matter of fact, you don't be crying about your money. You be talking about you meant to do that and you was hoping they lose. You just put your money because I get you.
Man, I don't see them put the money on the Cavs and they lose. He gonna be hot. Like
only one I know come on
Cavs.
and talk about and be laughing and happy. I just lost $300 on the Lakers. I already know.
Yeah.
So take that 3 games. So take that 3 games Cleveland winning to FanDuel, brother, and let's see how that work out.
Hey,
I ain't gonna bet you. I don't bet on the Knicks.
He said, "Wow, I'm a Knicks hater."
Yeah, you too much of this Knicks hate I've been hearing for the last 15 minutes, bro. I don't like this type of talk.
What you mean?
Word to my mother.
You talk crazy about the Knicks, bro. I mean, they up 3-1 right now. Give us our credit for like what we doing. You feel what I'm saying? We taking series by series.
I gave y'all credit. Y'all won in spite of these people.
Yeah, but it hurts you. So, we can feel the pain, and when I see the pain in just the texture alone from the fonts on your channel,
What I think is, I don't know if y'all winning it or Cleveland is just losing it.
We taking it.
All right, let me say this.
I'll say it's a combination of both.
Y'all
can I help
fans
you out,
even
brother?
deserve that, bro? Y'all spitting on Trae Young.
Whoever doing
with the Knicks with a 3-1 lead, right? Let's not forget.
You need to be quiet.
I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking until we got the playoffs. I'm gonna keep talking until we get to 4 losses. I'm gonna keep talking.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep talking, man.
So talk about this though. Randle ain't had a good game yet in this series, right? We still up 3-1. Quickly, who's up for running the 6th man of the year, ain't had a good game yet in this series. We still up 3-1. All right. The dude that y'all laughed at for us getting the little leprechaun, yeah, he here and he big over here. You understand what I'm saying? That's
I
a
never
big
laughed
point.
at y'all. I don't know why anybody would laugh.
Nah.
at
I'm just using like the
Right, I
natural
know, but
sentiment.
you're right. Other people were
Yeah,
very.
see, I never heard you say a peep about the Knicks. To be honest, I'm just getting your first time.
Facts. You
You
never
talk about
talk
the Knicks
about
I
the
right
Knicks,
now.
talk
bro,
about
unless it's
the
some
Knicks
negative.
when we got Outlaw on.
Oh, we got
Outlaw.
Outlaw.
Well, Outlaw ain't here. Outlaw showed up. He said he
Yo.
got a visit today.
So let me ask you a question,
God.
Sino, for the record, right? Just for the record, right here, brother. Listen, did the Knicks win on the Donovan Mitchell situation? Yes or no?
We won't know that until this series is over.
All right. So let me ask you another question, because you kind of slick, brother. Let me back up a little bit.
No,
Game
because
4.
here's the narrative. If
Go ahead.
as of right now, it's looking like they're winning because they would have had Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. A lot of people think they were going to lose. They had to choose. No, it was R.J. Barrett or Donovan Mitchell.
No. Sino, let me back up for you, brother, because even Stephen A. Smith said this and say that, and I hate that y'all don't include that it was R.J. Barrett, another one of your young talents, and 4 unprotected draft picks. Hold on.
I know exactly
Hold up, Sino. Let's get it right, though. Let's keep the facts as the facts. You can pull it up right now and look at what was on the table in that Donovan Mitchell trade. It was 4 unprotected draft picks, R.J. Barrett, and either Grimes or Quickly or R.J. and Obi, either one of them, either 2 of them 4. So let's not just say it was a R.J. Barrett and a Donovan Mitchell. And if you
Yeah, they
want
wanted
to
to
do
give
that,
us Obi too.
if you want to do that though, right? If you want to just say it was R.J. and Obi,
I did a video on it. Did a whole video on that.
All right, then. So how we just stop at when we say, oh, the RJ and Donovan Mitchell? Why you don't add that when we having a conversation? I understand you did the
No,
video.
I'm saying that because they're going player for player as far as how they're performing in this playoff series.
Okay, that's what they're doing. But what I'm trying to establish between us, right, is let's throw everything that was on the table during that trade. And my question is based on what was on the table for that trade. Do you think we made a mistake, or do you think we survived Donovan Mitchell?
I think right now you're surviving. Down the road,
fair enough, Sino. That's fair enough. That's all I want to hear, my brother.
That's the thing. I don't think we're really going to see the real impact of this until like 2-3 years down the road. As it looks good as of right now, I personally didn't want to give up all of that. Like I would have liked that Donovan Mitchell making a mistake.
But I like that Brunson is bringing out the best in R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett, it's not a lot of pressure on him. It's a Wiggins situation. Like I look at him like Andrew Wiggins a lot. Like he can't be your every night guy.
Right.
But he can be if he got somebody next to him. If he got a dog, like Brunson's a dog. Like he's a leader.
Yeah.
Like born and bred to be a leader. So he can take charge. That's not his problem. His problem, like Jason Kidd said, he's too small. So he can't defend. So a lot of the big guards, and that's where they were losing at. And then, like the rebounding and everything else, but somebody said he's the same size as Donovan Mitchell. But Donovan Mitchell is a whole different aspect. But when it comes down to get guarding, like in the Western Conference Finals, like you'll be going up against those big guards. Like they were killing. Like Brunson that was getting killed over there. So I understood what he was talking about when I could see it then, because everybody in the West is tall guard. And they weren't gonna make it with Brunson. So to move him made more sense. Okay, who was that?
Brunson not a good defender either, though. So,
and see, let me ask you another question as far as Leon Rose, right? I think over the last 2-3 years, I think he's been drafting pretty well, man.
Well, I mean, pretty much.
Quickly,
but
Obi, Grimes, who didn't even play in the game 4, and that's our best perimeter defender. You understand what I'm saying? We good.
I think y'all actually should trade Obi Toppin.
You do?
Sound crazy.
You sound crazy.
Have you ever seen? Yo, Chino, real talk.
I want to hear why you think this.
Real talk. Have you ever seen? Chino, have you ever watched a 30-minute Obi? Have you ever seen 30-minute Obi?
Cino, he has potential to be a Hall of Famer. With that athleticism, he can shoot the 3.
Cino, that's
y'all
the real
might need
question.
a better.
That's the yes or no. Have you seen? Because I want to know. I want to understand why you say this. So I got to ask you this: have you seen 30-minute Obi? Have you sat and watched a 30-minute Obi?
No, I ain't never seen him play for 30 minutes.
All right, cool. All right, now guess what? He has played when Randle was out. Matter of fact, if you could just go back to the end of last season when Randle sat out, right? Obi was averaging like 35 points over the last 5 games.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And this
35
year,
points.
go look, brother.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
But Cena,
And
why do
check
you
this out.
think the Knicks should trade Obi? That's what
Because
the Knicks should trade Randle.
has
Obi gonna stay.
Obi don't work out that much. He's lazy. He didn't got complacent because he's at home. And
Where you know Obi from, Coach? Where you know Obi from, Cena? I know you do know a lot of people, but for you to say that, where you know Obi from that he just sit at home?
This has been the talk in the organization that they got.
How come we ain't hearing that? We not hearing that.
Why are you not hearing that?
I do understand you are well connected. You are well connected, brother, and I'm not going to challenge that.
Because they were saying we might need to move him away from his hometown because he's got too much fraternizing friends and all these things. It's like he's not focused. We're locked in where he needs to be all the time. So with Tibbs,
I know you heavily connected, and
Tibbs keeps this man.
We don't hear people that, Tino.
Let him finish, man. Please.
Well, Tibbs keeps his minutes down because Tibbs run this thing like boot camp. So if you get out of line, if you clowning up, that's gonna cost you minutes.
That's why his minutes have stayed down. Okay.
Oh yeah, he ain't gonna see 30.
All right, now you do realize. Now, you do know Randle missed the last 5 games of the season, right?
Yep.
So you do know Randle missed the last 5 games of the season, right?
Yes, I do.
And you still never. So if you want, cause I know you do your research and stuff, and it ain't really that serious. But Obi had 30 minutes in them games, man. A 30-minute Obi is very refreshing. I think our team is better with Obi on the floor. Our team is better with Obi on the floor.
If his game matures and he put the work in, then the best thing that happened to the Knicks was Josh Hart to me. Josh Hart
was a great addition. That was a great
pickup because he has definitely changed.
Plugged a lot of holes.
Yeah, he galvanized the squad.
Yeah, because
he galvanized the squad.
He's improved. If I see him when he was with the Lakers and then with the Pelicans to where he is right now, this is where NBA development comes in at. See, back in the day when you was this young, you had 3-4 years to get, to learn the game, to get yourself adjusted to playing. Now you got like 2 years, maybe a year. And they like label you as trash. I'm like, dude, some people can
unless you RJ Barrett.
He said, unless you RJ. No, RJ he's way better than he was first. He's like here and here like that.
Thank you, Cino. Because this what I see with RJ Barrett. Because I mean, it might sound crazy right now because this brother been going on, but 22 years old, Jimmy Butler wasn't like that. You feel me? At 22 years old, you understand? He had similar number. Matter of fact, if you go look at Jimmy Butler when he was 22 and look at Obi when he was 22, RJ numbers are better. Am I saying RJ gonna be better than Jimmy Butler? I'm not saying that.
I hope he does say that.
He's a perfect model to see where the trajectory of RJ should be going forward. That's all I'm saying.
But Jimmy always had that dog in him. Jimmy was gonna get better. That was
right.
Just it.
And so Jimmy got an impeccable work ethic. He trained hard. I see it.
He got that work ethic and discipline. And he was playing with Derrick Rose. So it was hard. It was real hard for Jimmy at first because him and Derrick was completely different. That was Derrick Rose come from the city, my city. So, he was at home just like Obi Toppin, but he was just a phenomenal talent that he was one of one, but he didn't take care of his body because he came from the crib. It's like this guy played 1 year and almost won a national championship in 1 year. They would have won it had he didn't miss the free throw, but they would have won a national championship in his 1 year in the league. Once he came to the league, he never changed the way he was at the crib. He was still around the crib, and he still had bad eating habits. Eating candy, drinking soda. And Jimmy Butler told him, like, "Hey, man, you're an NBA player, man. He was Rookie of the Year last year. You're doing well, and He was like, dog, who's winning MVPs? Like me or you? You can't tell me nothing.
I can
Like,
tell you eat hella candy.
yeah. He loved them Nestle Quicks. He used to tear them up. Skittles, soda. He just had bad eating habits because coming from the hood, flaming hots. So he just thought I could
Yeah, I know
eat
what you said.
all-
High fructose corn syrup and all that.
Right. And Jimmy was eating like salads, fruits. You know, he was like keeping his body. Like, man, you gotta take care of your body, man. You know, like, and that, you start seeing Derek get a lot of injuries after that.
Damn knee buckle.
Yeah, his knees was gone. He always had knee problems because he played at such a pace that stop and go was just incredible. They couldn't even
Insane. I ain't never seen nothing like him. Like his like explosiveness, I ain't never seen nothing like him.
Yeah, from a guy that small, no. I ain't never seen a guy put it back on the numbers and dunk on the center. I'm like,
oh my God, what he did to Dragic too? Like, why that white boy even jump, man? Come on, not to be racist. Not to be racist, but why he even get up there with him, man? Dang.
Well, he thought like this guy's my height.
So them go gadget
But
Twitch
on
muscles
the
kicked
Derrick
in.
on the Derrick Rose topic, you know, I mean, just to stick to the Knicks real quick. I mean, before we drift off that, I mean, we got him. We got what 15 million coming off the books next year, Derrick Rose, which is going to help.
It's a club option if they choose not to exercise
it. It's not a club option, but his contract is expired. His contract is expired after this year. That's 12 million. That's 15 million coming off the books. And then Evan Fournier is an expiring contract. That's going to be easy to move. That's another like what 12 million.
Man, I still don't know what the hell they was thinking again, Evan Fournier.
Me either, brother. That was a major setback, especially being that they just finished getting swept in Boston by the Nets. You understand what I'm saying? Kimber and Fournier, and then we turned to. That's the only gripe I got with Leon Rose, and that was against Thibs. That's why Thibs sat me. So yo, I'm gonna give Kimber 20 games, man, and that's it. I mean, he gave Kimber the 20 games, and that was it. Now Fournier buried deep on the bench, and we might never see him on the Knicks floor ever.
Good.
Markel Bridges work over there.
Look, that's $18 million. That's $18 million a year we was giving that man. So that's coming off the books soon too, man.
You won't see him.
Who you think we can give up Julius for? Like if we trade him, who you think we can get him for?
Ain't nobody taking that nigga. Probably the Pistons or something.
A cup of coffee.
No.
If they trade Julius Randle, it depends on what the Knicks need another like a power forward, somebody who can score in the forward position.
Right, and I like the power forward.
I think they need somebody at the 2 too.
There's a power forward about to be available just on free agency alone. It just don't require no trade, and that's over there in Portland, right? That's Jeremy Grant. I think he'd be a great addition to this team. He can afford him.
Jeremy Grant problem to me is he too soft.
Yeah,
I can't. He want to be out there crossing people. And,
he want to play the perimeter too much.
Yeah, and when we had him, I thought we was gonna do something great with him, but he let the hype of him, like, man, his potential just go to his head, and he can't play well in a system. I said he just like to go one-on-one too much and do his own thing.
The ideal addition we would like to make, which I don't think is going to happen because I don't think Brooklyn getting up off of that other Villanova boy with Kyle Bridges, but that's definitely a target that I think we should go after right there. But I don't think he gets the Knicks. I think the Knicks will build around him.
Hey, we don't want Evan Fournier.
No one want no Evan Fournier.
No, Evan Fournier is free.
League.
He ain't free. $18 million, man.
Detroit might take him.
Contract.
Hey,
Somebody's gonna take him just for the expiring contract.
Detroit just fired their coach, man. He was just. I mean, it's like he stopped coaching last year. I mean, literally, it's like he was just like, y'all gonna do y'all thing, and they was just running out there gunning. Like, all right, if they go in, they go in. If they don't, we lose. It's like, man, damn.
The Pistons building nice through the draft.
Dude, they got a squad and they can run plays, but they just
Thibs
run.
Got some jewels. Thibs got some jewels hiding on that bench, man. I'm telling you, that boy Sims and Deuce. Yeah, we got some gems on that bench. That's like see what the Knicks fell out of, and I'm glad that we're not chasing the superstar and a big name like that. They actually trying to develop their talent, like go in the draft and develop their talents, man, and that's working out for us, man.
What about Julius Randle for Jabari Smith out in Houston?
Say
Do
what?
it.
Julius Randle for Jabari Smith in Houston.
If they
I'll
want to
do
do
it.
that, do it. Do that.
I'll do it.
I'd do
Listen,
that
Good look.
tonight.
He's
This is
young,
what people fail to
athletic,
realize.
power forward.
This is what people fail to realize.
Right.
The Knicks win without Randle. Randle is a 25 and 10 player that's hard to take off the court, based on when you got Thibs, who's a old school type of coach. He's not really gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? And just bring in Obi like that. But Obi is a better team player, and the team operates way more efficient with homeboy and with Obi in the game, man. So it's
Would
not
y'all like
it's
Markkanen?
not like we losing when we trade Randle. Randle could go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go as far as say this.
Get him out
If
of here. I
Randle
don't
don't
like
have a
Randle.
good game in game 5, that's not on the Knicks. That's on him. He got to deal with that because now you got to find you some. We got to, you know what I mean?
They
You got
should
to
go get
find yourself
Markkanen
in
from
some other
Utah.
city, man. Because Obi on his heels.
Yeah, well, the thing
I don't
is,
like Randle. Never
I
have.
don't like Randle either.
he never have. He had that one hot when he came to the Knicks and had that hot season because he worked out. I think it was during the whole COVID thing. So
With lethal shooter.
yeah, so he worked out all that year. When he came back, he was just killing with them jump shots and everything. I was like,
In the
man.
beginning.
That's when he was on that Kobe regimen. Every city they pull up into, they go into the gym before they even get to the hotel.
Yeah, I stopped doing that because he had regressed.
Man,
Well, he was playing. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. He was playing good up into that injury. He was still putting his numbers up into that injury. It's just his attitude and his the way he reciprocates his energy around the team was just nasty. You know what I mean? Obi a sunny day. Obi is a sunny day compared to Randle, bro, over here in New York. Trust me. Randle's a dark cloud over here, man. He just could put his numbers up. But
the
since he's been
Knicks want to
struggling,
pick up a veteran. They wanted to get Jay Crowder, bring Jay Crowder back. They wanted to bring him back to the team, but they didn't know the extent of his injury. But
I never knew we had Jay Crowder before.
No, they want to bring Jay Crowder back to the mix, like get him back in the circle. I thought the Knicks had Jay Crowder before.
No, the Knicks never had Jay Crowder, bro.
He was in Miami.
Didn't they have him in Sarek?
No.
Before I thought they had this.
You talk about the Knicks.
That's
man.
Phoenix. That's Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Phoenix.
I get it though. The Knicks is boring. They was bad for a long time. The media don't really deal with them because I know you know this, because you're a bright dude, man. The Knicks is the only team, or James Dolan is the only owner who could broadcast his own product. And the other networks don't like that because you control one of the biggest markets in the sport. You understand what I'm saying? And they can't tap in like they want to. So they always been bashing at Dolan and that anybody that represent any network, whether you turn on your TV and the Fox is talking about the Knicks or CBS, anybody that's talking about the Knicks, those are opposing networks. So of course you're gonna get that negative thing, and they've been trying to deter other people from other players from coming to the Knicks, so they're trying to get Dolan to get off the Knicks and another owner that could come in where they could come in and strike them TV rights and all that, man.
Yeah, this man right here said that Randle is still hurt. He's just playing, but he's still hurt.
That's kind of what I was wondering. I'm like, that's why I'm not killing him too much, but I'm like, I was worried why we brought him in, have him play game 1, because I knew there ain't enough time for him to fully get right. He had good the first half in game 1, and since then he's just been a body.
Well, according to this post interview, right? That's just who Randle is. He's gonna give you, this is quote for quote. He's gonna give you whatever he has. That's just how he is. Like, with the state of the game today, you got some players that just load management, or they got a little splinter in their finger or something. They're gonna stay out. He's just saying that's not Randle's character, and he's gonna give us whatever he got. Now, whether it's worth a damn or not, it's a different story. Dibs ain't going to that. But obviously, he sat him down the whole fourth quarter, so you know what it is.
Yeah, he ain't had no defense in game 4. I know that.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised y'all not trying to trade Randle. Like, y'all need Randle. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't, bro.
We don't need him.
Brother, have you seen?
We can get someone better, of course. I'm not just saying just.
The ball moves way better without Randle. Like, first of all, Randle comes down the court, right? He crosses the half court line. He gets to the 3-point arc, and he's just there. He's not Nah, he's not getting in the paint. He's not curling around. He just comes down and stand all right with the guards and the wings. Like,
You try to be too finesse.
But listen,
Right.
that's the role.
And
That's the role y'all had him playing before you got Brunson. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to adjust his game to get back to playing in the system. You know what I'm saying? But because him trying to be the point guard and having the ball at the top of the key, that don't work for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
But
I agree with you, brother.
you got Brunson. Brunson is y'all floor general now. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to. I think that's why he be pouting a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Because the ball is in his hand less. You know what I'm saying? If Tibbs can get his mind right and get him back as a part of the team, you know what I'm saying? Playing within the team, the dynamic of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all need Randle. You know he's a inside outside big guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but Obi can do everything he could do. Obi can do everything he could do.
That's what he want to be.
No,
That's
you
what
can't
he want to be.
shoot like Randle can. Nah, come on, man. Like Toppin is an around the basket dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
Let me ask you a question. How much do you want your 4-man back there shooting like that?
I mean, it's today's game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like the big man. Talk about this is Tibbs' team, though. Tibbs ain't a today dude. Now, whether he evolves into, certain offensive things, it still ain't gonna be our stretch. We don't have a stretch 4. We don't need a stretch 4.
I mean, it kind of makes it better, you know what I'm saying? Because that way, you know what I'm saying, you want Brunson to have the room to penetrate. You want RJ to have the room to penetrate. You know what I'm saying? So
I also want my wings to have their room. I also want my wings to have their room on the perimeter. And then when you bringing your guy up, it's hard.
Yeah, but you keep the lane open though. Yeah, exactly. So you keep the lane open. So him playing away from the basket.
Randle at the top of the key, usually his defender is guarding another wing at the same time.
But I'm saying
Randle's man is usually guarding 2 people at one time.
I'm saying though,
he don't move around, brother.
Randle playing away from the basket is not always a bad thing.
Not always.
Nah, but his game is in the paint.
Bringing in, like they tried to bring in Torrey Craig, and because they had Derrick Rose involved in the trade, they was gonna just ship Derrick Rose out and the whole 9. They was finna trade him and Randle. They was finna get the whole before they did the whole trade to get Kevin Durant. They was trying to move Randle. So that was the whole thing. They were like, we trying to get Randle out now. They was finna do Cam Johnson, Torrey Craig, and another player. They was gonna have a 2024 unprotected pick and on one in 2025. They were trying to get picks. They almost got that deal. If the Kevin Durant situation didn't pop up, Randle would have been gone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Randle should have been gone 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Randle should have been gone 2 years ago.
Yeah, listen, real talk. The first season Randle came to the Knicks. He had a very bad year, right? And then next year he had a bad year. Now Leon Rose made his first draft, right, in this year, right? After we seen Randle ain't working, he looking terrible, right? So Leon Rose went to the draft, and what did he get? A power forward, Obi Toppin, right? So now this year we come in with Obi Toppin, who was only getting like 8 minutes a game in his rookie year. Why was that? Because Randle started popping off for 25 and 10. He had an excellent that mysterious
that first year
that was about to get taken.
Randle caught lightning in a bottle, and it was just hard to put Obi on the floor. But Obi is there because we was getting off of Randle. I agree with you, Chino.
Well,
that's Leon Rose's first pick on the Knicks. Obi.
Yeah, but remember, y'all didn't even want to sign RJ. The whole thing, the reason that this thing went left is because Leon Rose is so arrogant. He went to the Utah Jazz game with his daughter
while they was playing Dallas. That was gangster.
They scouting Donovan Mitchell.
Wait, he did that?
Yeah.
And they was in Dallas too. Remember, they was in Dallas too while Utah was playing. I think you mistaken the Utah for that. They was in Dallas while Dallas was playing Utah, right?
Yeah.
When they first broadcast the game, the first thing you see was Julius Randle in street clothes sitting on the scorer's table.
Yep.
Right? And then you look back in a couple of rows back, and there go Leon Rose and homeboy, I forget his name.
What's his name? Jalen Brunson's father. So
Yeah,
that's what
Rick
I'm saying.
Brunson.
All three of them were sitting together with Jalen Brunson, father,
And
Leon Rose, and the other dude.
Yep. And
And
then
you know
he
we
had
got Johnny. Brother.
and yeah, they had the daughter there, and they jumped down their throat because the daughter went ham on Utah Jazz. The Jazz don't want nothing to do with Leon Rose. They hate Leon Rose now.
But see, you know, Danny Ainge is a scumbag at the same time, though.
Right. They don't like Danny Ainge
You
at
understand
all.
what I'm saying?
So
Danny Ainge tried to get like how many picks off of us in like 3
And
active
you know,
plays?
Danny
Like,
Ainge
He did that
since
on
Boston.
purpose. He said he's never trading him. He's like, I'm never trading him to Leon Rose.
But he took the L by trading to Cavaliers because he don't get those picks until like going into 2030, like 2027.
No, and the Cavaliers
like
ain't have to give up half of what they was asking for from us.
No,
Even though it decimated their team regardless. Because look at what they got over there now.
They had an agreement already. And then once he did that, he was just trying to get publicity for it and draw it up by going to the game. Like, because he does that, but it ain't college. You can't, like, they're already in the league. You can't do that with professional. He gonna
Right.
Like, we watch him play, then they make the trade and everything. He was trying to do it that way. And then Danny Ainge did what he did. Leon Rose really want to kick his ass. I mean, really.
What he do?
What he do?
He really want to kick his ass. But Leon
He
Rose
started upping all the picks and all that. He started making it where it made no sense to go get Donovan Mitchell.
No, that's what he told.
He made it where if y'all come get him, y'all stupid. That's what he did.
Well, Mitchell,
right.
Well, Mitchell, I mean, he can always come over here because I think he's a free agent in 2-3 years.
Yeah, but that's over. That's over now. They went inside before Danny Ainge. They didn't even entertain it no more. They said, you know what, sign RJ tonight. They called RJ and just RJ Barrett and signed him. They just like, you know what, you signed. So I ain't finna play this game with Ainge.
Before the sun fell, they was right on the RJ contract.
I was on the trade RJ.
I think y'all better off like that anyways, man. Donovan Mitchell's a sometimes ass dude.
You know?
He is. He been playing like a number 3.
Yeah, like he's a good scorer.
That RJ signing, and before the RJ signing, we had the Mitchell Robinson signing, right? Now that was all symbolic, and it sends a great message across the league that the Knicks, because the Knicks never had signed none of the players they drafted in a long time. You know what I mean? Like 20-something years. The last time we had actually signed somebody redrafted. So Leon came and set the precedent, like, listen, we're going to treat our players right. We're going to look out for our players. So that was supposed to resonate throughout the league. And I think Leon's doing a good job because I don't think this is a bad place for superstars to be once they get past the national media rhetoric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's a superstar somewhere like, you know what?
Y'all not going to the finals. 76ers are going to the finals.
Yeah, they not seeing Joel, man. Joel a mismatch for everybody.
I hear what you're saying, right? But I don't even think Embiid might not make it out this round. He might get, he always get hurt in the playoffs. I'm not banking on that, though. But what I'm saying to you is this, right? So I'm saying he might not make it out that second round.
You don't even come and
be a threat to the Knicks. Right?
Man, get off the screen.
I also want to say this, brother.
Like when he's off the court, they thought the game was a wrap. He didn't play that game. They looked even better.
I think we split with Philly this year, right? I think we split with Philly this year. Full strength Philly.
Yeah, y'all played them well.
Again,
that's what I'm saying. So my thing is this: I'm not saying we're gonna win or we're not gonna win. I just like our chances, man.
Y'all could get a game.
None of y'all on here say who's gonna win for real. I'm just telling you.
Like
I'm
again, like we're talking about the Nets. Like they played the Nets.
I'm not finna get by Cleveland.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that. I was about to bring you right back to that. Let's put it on record. Gino said Cleveland gonna win the next 3 games.
You sound crazy. So you really think Cleveland's gonna win this series?
1, 2, 3.
Listen, I know this is Casino for life, but you're wrong, Cino.
Cino. I bet everything that I own on that they not coming back, my nigga.
Man,
I've been riding with Cino. On most of his takes, man. But when it comes to the Knicks, and it's not just him. When it comes to the Knicks,
you know,
some nasty takes, man. Some very disrespectful takes on the Knicks, man.
Very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. That's not right, Cino. You shouldn't be like that. Because guess what? If this was Detroit in this situation, I could objectively look at that and say, you know what? Detroit going to the second round.
Detroit, this could be 3-0. You still
Objectively.
think Detroit will come back? Like, you sound
I'm
crazy.
objectively looking at this situation.
No, you're not.
Oh
Stop
my
it.
God.
Nah, you're not at all.
So you know what? Now I think about
You a
it.
Knicks
You know,
head
we
in the
need
real.
people like you, man. We need people like you.
You're
Oh
the one that also hated on
man.
Jalen Brunson in the
I'm
beginning.
still
too.
looking
So.
at the money I lost because the goddamn Dylan Brooks dumbass. God
So let me ask
Why
you this,
would
Tino.
you trust Dylan Brooks?
Tino, let me ask you this. How much money, let me ask you this if you don't mind, Tino. How much money have you lost so far on the Cavs series?
On the Cavs, I didn't lose nothing. I've been winning. I've been betting the under. So I've been coming up big. I'll be like, bet the under. Bet the under.
Man, listen,
Oh, okay.
listen. I gotta take it way back. Like, Cino been having bad takes with the Knicks since the whole what's the name was going what's his name that's on the Lakers? Point guard that was gonna come to the Knicks.
Who,
Schroeder?
Yeah, Schroeder. Ever since then, that's when he had bad takes on it. Like, dog, he's not coming to the Knicks. And then you made a whole video excusing why he didn't go to the Knicks.
Yep. Man,
That's
I'm
all right.
mad.
Listen, but at the time you needed a point guard. That was fresh. That was fresh off of Trae Young going bananas on you after you celebrated the first game that you won at the Garden. You know what I'm
I
saying?
still can't believe cats are celebrating over that.
My friend Luke Kennard hit a 3 and made it 4. And then
Listen, when we play Atlanta, right? In that series we played Atlanta, we didn't have no rim protection. Period. And plus, listen, you know who our point guard was, right? Somebody
Yeah,
tell me who the
exactly.
point guard was.
Trae Young went bananas on y'all. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
who was the point
That
guard
was
that
the
was
whole
guarding
thing
Trae
came
Young?
from.
Somebody answer that for me. Who was
Wait,
the
we had a
point
point
guard?
guard guarding Trae Young?
It was quickly.
Randle ain't played the point guard, brother. I heard you say that earlier. I just ain't correct you, right? Who was the point guard on the Knicks when they played Atlanta in that series?
It was quickly, wasn't it?
No, brother.
Who? Kemba
Y'all did
Walker?
have quickly. Didn't
It was
y'all had
Elfrid
quickly that year?
Brother, listen to me. It was Elfrid Payton.
Oh, my
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Oh, dear
yeah,
God.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't had no dang on point guard.
Yeah, like
And let me ask you this.
Oh my God.
At the two. Listen, at the two.
I ain't
Come
never
on, we
liked
talk
that
about
nigga.
Elfrid Payton versus Trae Young. So, don't do that.
And that's why he got his mama
So,
going on Twitter going
yeah,
off
we got
and
cooked.
stuff. I'm like,
We got
man,
cooked because we had Elfrid Payton.
That's-
OMG.
that's-
Let me tell you another person we
my
had
God.
too that could shoot threes. He was a 3-and-D player, but he couldn't put the ball on the floor for nothing, and he didn't make no shots in the series. And that was Reggie Bullock. Like we have him, and then at the same time we had no rim protection. Mitch had a broken foot; he didn't play at all in that series, right? So that's a different Knicks team, like a whole way different scenario, bro. You
what I'm
understand saying?
hoping for, like, after this season's over with, I'm hoping for, like, Jaylen Brown in free agency just to get another 2 guard.
Ooh, I like that. I
wouldn't mind Jaylen
Because that
Brown.
would be a better fit than RJ is way too streaky. Like, he did his thing last 2 games
Right, he's too
finally, but
streaky.
you still way too inconsistent.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah, I won't contend that as much as I'm a RJ Barrett faithful. I won't contend that. That sounds like real logical, brother.
Man, you give RJ, man. He has the potential to be our best player. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just don't like when he makes bonehead plays. Like,
he might have the potential. I need him to be my best player. I just don't
like when he has
RJ
like
just a little stiff in the hip. That's it.
I just don't like he has bonehead plays. Like, I think it was like before the season ended. Like we had all that time on the clock. We was up, and then he's like not eating the clock. He's just gonna go for. I'm like, that was dumb. Like, eat the clock.
I will say this: RJ did close that game 4 out. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for RJ and Mitch in game 4, we'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 3-level player, man. You know what I'm saying? He has to work on his consistency and having his head in the game every night. You know what I'm saying? That's what's holding him. It's himself. Like in the cartoon, it's him holding him back. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get mad. Like, if we don't make it, they're gonna blame me and send me away.
Right. No, listen, RJ was struggling real bad in the beginning of the season. In the beginning of the season, RJ was struggling real bad, right? And what Thiz wound up doing was he started staggering RJ Barrett to come in with that second unit, and that kind of helped getting RJ going a little bit. I don't think RJ or not many players on our team play their best ball when Julius Randle's on the floor. That's y'all gotta understand that, man. You gotta understand that. When you take Julius Randle off that floor, everybody be who they destined to be on that team. If Julius Randle was holding that team back, actually, bro. Yeah, pay attention.
Man,
I still think you would be better off finding a better balance between him and Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Because like an inside out guy, you know what I'm saying? You act like that's just easy to replace like that. You know what I'm
Jaylen
saying?
Brown would be that guy. I was talking this with
Listen,
my homeboy. He
listen,
talking
when
about
it comes to
Jordan
Randle,
Clarkson. I'm
and
like,
I
Jordan
said this when
Clarkson
the
don't
season
fit with
first
us.
started, right? Because I ain't expect much from Randle based on how he performed in the playoffs, right? And I said this the following year because everybody was upset in New York. You know what I'm saying? But I said this. You know what? Because it's like he was harder to move. Now we can't move him. We can't trade him. That window
No,
passed, right? So what
right.
I said and my coping mechanism was, if Randle go out there and just lead the league in rebounds, then he worth his weight over here because we don't need him for scoring. We could score. And especially now that we got Jalen Brunson over here, we went from the number 23
We do
offense
need more
to the
scoring.
number
Nah,
5 offense.
y'all still nah, y'all not that good offensively to where you can just be like, yo, we don't need niggas to score. Come
That's
on,
what I
Dad.
said, bro.
Come
30
on,
minute,
Dad.
30
You
minute
know what I'm
Obi
saying?
was giving you 30, 25 a night. He
Like, and
wasn't
you know
missing
how
nothing from
long it
that
took
spot, bro.
Obi to like get it right with like getting boards because he used to never get boards. That's why we always get Julius Randle in the game, and then he started stepping up to get the
What you mean?
boards.
Julius Randle always in the game. Like Obi was only getting 8 minutes. Obi was getting 8 minutes, averaging like getting like 9.4 rebounds, 3 assists.
He
You know what
was
I'm saying?
never
Like,
getting
Hey, but
rebounds like
y'all know
that.
how
He never
Tibbs
started
is though.
getting no rebounds.
Tibbs old school. He ain't gonna play you just because you got a name. He gonna play
you
because
gotta
you
earn it.
good at practice. Yeah, you gotta earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But then when you playing behind a dude that's considered because Randall was considered an all-star, but based on the numbers, 25 and 10, an all NBA team. Like, this ain't gonna take Randall out and to put Obi in for that. He gonna let Obi play.
No,
He gonna
like
let
I'm
Randall play
not
his minutes
blaming Randall.
and let
Like,
Obi
okay,
develop.
like I had an issue with Randall in the last game, but like during the season, if it wasn't for him, like we wouldn't be in this position.
Right.
So, like,
Listen,
as much
Obi-
complaints I had about dude, like we still need
I
him as
just
right
don't
now.
need him to be on
yeah, I
this
mean,
BS.
that's what I say.
I just don't need him to be on this BS because they kept panning the camera over to him. I'm like, dude, it's not about him right
He
now.
been
We're trying to
pouting.
get this 3-1 going. And I'm glad Tibbs didn't throw him under the bus in that post-game conference. He was still bigging up Randall so he don't go into the next game acting like you already know.
because Tibbs smart. He a veteran. He not
But,
gonna do that. Not in front of the national media.
yeah,
You
but he didn't have his bouts with
he didn't have
his
his bash your
bouts.
players, bro. You don't do that.
No, but
He didn't have his bouts with pouting all year. You know what I'm saying? But LB, I didn't pointed it out to y'all a few times.
We've seen it this year. We've seen it last year. Man, what do you say
Oh yeah,
about
last
dude?
year was
He
horrible.
part of the
Last year
all
was
pillow team,
disgusting.
right?
Last year,
Randall has pillow tendencies, yes.
Last year, he talked to the refs more than he talked to the team. Like, you know what I mean? This conversation while we going up back on the floor transition, he want to go talk to the ref. You understand what I'm saying? So
Like Randall
that was
didn't even
nasty.
want to be there last year because we was like
Randall was unstable. To put it bluntly, Randall was unstable, man. And we
He real
move off him as
emotional
soon as
dude.
possible. Hopefully, we can get something for him somewhere.
I think we play today.
Obi
or
ready.
tomorrow?
Obi ready, man.
We play tomorrow.
Obi's ready.
Okay.
You're gonna see game 5. Game 5 gonna be 30-minute Obi.
I don't know about that. Unless Randall
you don't
really
know
more
about
hurt
that?
than he let on, he ain't gonna play no 30 minutes. Now he might.
I'm trying to like end this tomorrow. I'm not trying to go to a game.
I mean, listen,
I'm trying to end
when
this
it comes down to it, really the thing that's been helping y'all the most in this series is Mitchell Robinson, because he's turned Mobley into an afterthought. Like, he's disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen him moving Allen. He just moved Jared Allen out anytime you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mitchell Robinson has been holding it down.
Josh Hart been killing it too.
I agree with you, brother.
Yeah, Josh Hart been big too.
Yeah, tell the people,
the
man.
backup big Hartenstein is
Hartenstein been getting it in too.
Yeah.
48 minutes of rim protection. Let's talk about it. And we got another young boy over there ready too. Jericho Sims. He ready too. Yeah. 48 minutes of rim protection. That's what we did. So, when we went over there to LA and got that boy.
And I'm glad it's going the way I'm going, because I said this ever since game 1 with the Bucks series. I said I want Miami to win this series.
Yo, time
So
out
we can
real
play
quick.
Miami
I like the
next
matchup
round.
better
I want
against Miami
Miami,
than I do.
like,
Real,
be
real quick,
going.
Cino, give me the center that started when we played the Hawks in what you call it? When we played the Hawks in the playoffs. What center started for us?
Who wasn't in Nerlens Noel?
Nerlens Noel, bing, 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 bing. Like, come on, man. Like we that team overachieved that year, no question.
Oh yeah,
But
we did.
Randle had lightning in the bottle, like I
We
said.
were
He
supposed to
carried
be
us in
better the
14.
following year.
But we wasn't built to go
Yeah,
nowhere.
and we
Yeah,
turned back
y'all
into
took
the
a step
Knicks.
back that next year. Y'all took a step back next year.
Credit
You know?
that to Leon Rose for, like we said, going to get them two bozo boys from Boston, and you know what I mean, Kimber Walker and Evan Fournier. That's what set us back the following year.
That hurt. That
And
hurt.
I forgot he was
Especially,
like even on the team.
where's Outlaw at? Since Fournier was like y'all number 2 for a second there.
He said he's busy right now.
It's Knicks fans that want Fournier in the game because he leads our franchise in 3 points. Like, we come from a franchise of Larry Birds and all that. Like, when he was on Boston, he didn't lead that. Like, it's easy to come over here and be the franchise leader in threes. That was never our style. You know what I'm saying? So that's just,
I mean, you just talking about the ultimate inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate in inconsistency right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fournier is a walking bucket. You want a bucket? Give it to the man Fournier in front of.
He can score.
I didn't even know he was still on.
But that ain't even all the damn time.
Every shot don't fall. Every shot don't fall. But guess what? Every time the ball finds Fournier and they go right to the basket, they search Fournier out.
Of course.
And he can't hold nobody.
But see, he get them games. He'll get you them games where he can go 5 for 5 from 3 and all that. But then the next game he can't hit a layup. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, all I need to do is just go back to the first game he played as a Knick, where he won us the game because he scored 30, but he nearly lost in the first regulation because he can't play no damn defense.
Right. He'll give up more than he scored any day. Any day he's gonna give up more than he scored. Night in, night out. So if you want to sit here and say, oh, yeah, he's had 23 points, okay. His man had 17, and everybody else that came in that ran his way had 17, and another other dude came in and had 17 on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Y'all got Kimba to get what old boy is doing for y'all, to get what Brunson is doing for y'all this year. That's what they wanted from Kimba last year. You know what I'm saying?
Bibbs ain't want neither one of them. He was tight. And now I'm glad he did that, because now they got the understanding to see that Thibs was right, and they're allowing Thibs to do a little more of his shopping. So the following year, Thibs was able to go and tell him who he wanted out the draft, right? He told them, go get Deuce McBride and go get Quentin Grimes. And that's what Leon Rose did. So that kind of helped us to where now they trust in Thibs. And not for nothing, Grimes in his second year is our best perimeter defender. You know what I mean? He don't take a lot of shots, but he do have a jumper. You know what I mean? He don't get a lot of shots, though. But that's more why we saying Randle got to go, because we got a lot of guys over here that's ready to do what they do, and he holding it back. And not for nothing, that best defender, that our best perimeter defender, didn't even play when we held Donovan Mitchell to 11 points. He wasn't even there. So, Cino, this is a beautiful stream right here. I love seeing, the Knicks on anything, but on your channel, bro, I said, yo, man, shout out to you, man, for that, bro. Took a long time. I've been a subscriber for like 12 years, man.
Yeah,
I was back when all you did was the truth about this, the truth about that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shoot, then I say, oh shoot, Cino know basketball? Yeah, I'll be running with you, but you ain't never covered the Knicks. I'm glad you did it today, man.
Stop it with the bad tape.
Rose thing, so I cover them here and now. But
and you're very knowledgeable about the game.
A here and there type team.
So I do like hearing what your perspective with the Knicks. Unfortunately, you do have a bad taste in your mouth for them, and you can't. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep it, a thou wow. But
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Mitchell Robinson ain't doing nothing. You lost your mind, man. Mitchell Robinson ain't doing nothing.
Listen, hold on. What has Evan Mobley been doing? Nothing, dog. Listen, I seen I sat up there and watched Mitchell Robinson push Allen out the paint like the whole game, like literally himself take one arm and push him out the paint. He pushing them dudes around down there. I got to give him his props. I'm not a Mitchell Robinson guy, but I got to give him his props.
So before the series, I think they dubbed them boys Twin Towers.
Right, hold on, Cito, what you say?
I didn't see no one do that.
Cino, before the series, right? Evan Mobley, and I heard Jared Allen was a beast since he was in Brooklyn over here, right? But I know what he was for real. So check this out. Before the series, they was referring to them two guys as the Twin Towers. Am I correct? They referred to as the Twin Towers.
Yeah, I mean the Cavs had the best defense in the league this year.
Oh yeah, the number one defense in the league, and they did refer to them boys Evan, what's his name, Mobley, and Jared Allen's the Twin Towers. Am I correct? Let's get that on record first before I go forward.
That is correct.
The Twin Towers. So why are they now called Twinkle Toes? Twinkle Toes.
So the whole
You think Mitchell Robinson got anything to do with that?
I see this. Mitchell Robinson down there hold it down. I can't even lie.
And Hartenstein.
With offensive fouls, illegal screens defensively. He's is 6 fouls in the first. This dude committed 6 fouls on one play. I was like,
no, you right, Tino. Look, check this out.
No, he
Mitchell Robinson,
my man, right? He just grabbed him, shoved him, elbowed another guy, jumped up, caught the ball, threw another ball at another.
Yo, that's playoff basketball, boy. Did the whistle go off?
God.
Yo, Cino, did the whistle go off?
Hell no, it didn't. If they didn't
that's good ball. That's good basketball. That's good basketball.
Man,
I don't know if I can call that good
basketball,
basketball, but Mitchell Robinson taking advantage of the situation. I don't believe
you got to see what you can get away with, man. If the whistle ain't going off, continue.
Man. And no, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes who ain't stepping up. Evan Mobley ain't stepping up.
No, he's not. He not stepping up.
Well, I mean, they have Garland is having a problem getting him the ball, and like really, you know what I'm saying? Like Donovan Mitchell, he's playing so ussy right now. You know what I'm saying? He just not worth anything, dad. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think he had a tantrum.
That dude
can't handle that pressure playing in the guard.
And that's why I was killing Donovan Mitchell, because it's like, dog, like when he was in Utah, like you think he had a better team in Utah than he did now. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like they were stacked from. They were stacked from, you know what I'm saying? They had two teams basically, you know, that people that could be starters, you know what I'm saying?
Now, on that note, let me ask you a question. Did they ever get out the first round?
Yeah, you couldn't get out the second round, dad. That's on your star, dad. That's on your star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So why give up the form, your future, and your bench for that?
That's what I was LB like, man, we need to get Donovan Mitchell. Me and HD telling them the whole time, dog, you guys needed a point guard.
This how nasty they be on the Knicks, right?
Yeah, but you needed a point guard, dog. You didn't need somebody else to come over and dominate the ball. You know what I'm saying?
They not finished bashing us. Check this out. This was going to happen. This was going to be next year's thing, right? The same way they say, oh, the Knicks need to go get Donovan Mitchell, and I don't care what, give it up, and whatever, right? Now, we survived that, right? Guess what's coming next year? Stephen A. Smith going to lead that, just like he led the Donovan Mitchell thing. Guess what's coming next year? How we need to go get Dame Dollar. Watch.
No. I'll go to.
Oh man, if y'all get Dame Dollar, dog, y'all just gonna regret
that. Real quick.
Everybody think, oh, the Knicks are good. No, we don't. We doing what we doing, and we all right.
I'm gonna address that because the actual rumor with Dame is Brooklyn. It ain't us. It's Brooklyn. Like I've heard a word about.
Man, y'all don't need Dame. Y'all don't. That would kill y'all. That would kill all the momentum that y'all have gathered.
Remember they tried this last year? I think they tried this last year, the year before. Dame go to the. I'm like,
yo, LB. This is what I'm saying though. Dame. I agree with what you're saying. Like we don't need him. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what's going to be the national narrative coming from big mouth dudes like Stephen A. Smith, who did it to us with the Donovan.
Man, just stick to the Brooklyn.
I'm just saying,
that's the rumor I heard
to hear
last
all the stupid
night.
stuff coming up next year from Stephen A. Smith and the likes of talk about, oh, if the Knicks need to go get Dame Dollar. Watch.
I don't give a dang on thing about what Stephen A. say. He a waste of effing time.
All he do is just say hot takes.
But he do lead the charge in what the national media catches. And
the national media too.
Yeah,
I'm like that too. But I hear so many national media narratives when I speak to people about the Knicks. I guess I gotta address the source.
Majority of the time when like trade rumors and all this stuff go on, regardless of what team it is, especially when it comes to Knicks and Lakers, they normally get it wrong a lot.
Exactly, and especially now this year. That don't forget, Leon Rose put a media lockout on the Knicks thing too. You can't come in the locker room if you ain't an MSG correspondent. So that's where the media be shiesty with us too, like that, because they got locked out.
Yeah, man. I honestly, I wouldn't do nothing, dog. I would try and expand y'all bench a little bit, and then I would roll with the players y'all got, man, because y'all got a good core.
I asked y'all the other day, are there like any big men that's like in the draft?
But y'all don't really need it. Like you just should fill out with a couple more shooters here and there and shit. You know what I'm saying? To shoot up to you know what I'm saying, to help y'all scoring and shit when y'all go through droughts. You know what I'm saying? A defender here, a defender there. That's it. Y'all just need role players, dog. Y'all don't need no more ball dominant players, dog. You really got who you need.
What I really just want is like just free agents, but like we don't have to trade anything like a Jaylen Brown or something. And we can still have our team.
Nah, y'all don't need, but y'all really don't need it. I mean, I guess he would fit, but like I said, I don't think y'all need no more ball dominant players, dog. Y'all should build the chemistry with the team you got right now, dog. Because you got a floor general, dog, who knows where people need to be. He knows, like he's helped Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's helped RJ Barrett this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow him to keep pointing y'all in the right direction, dad. Like, y'all got a good point guard, like a great point guard right now. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on, brother? Everything you just said is what's going on. I'm just
dad.
But if there are players available,
I ain't
stuff
that
like Cleveland about to win the
that
next 3 games and all that. Just don't pay that no mind, brother.
Let's say the Miami Heat beat Milwaukee and the Knicks got to play Miami.
Ooh, that's a series, dog. Listen, I'm looking forward to that.
We beat Miami 3 times this year. We're at full strength. Hold on. We beat
Miami.
Yes.
We beat the Heat. Tino, this is documented. We beat the Heat 3 times this year at full strength with Oladipo and with the white boy they just lost. We not worried about Miami, man. Y'all do your homework, man.
Miami just got Milwaukee's number. They just got Milwaukee's number.
He just didn't match up good with Milwaukee. He didn't match up good with Milwaukee.
Guard Jimmy to save his life.
Who?
The middleman?
Can't guard Jimmy.
Who can't guard Jimmy?
Middleton.
Middleman.
Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton.
You talking about Middleton?
Oh, he talking about
Middleton. He ain't got no answers for Jimmy.
Oh, because this film on what we did to Jimmy. This film on how we played Jimmy for 4 games this year.
He said it's film.
Yeah, it's film on that. You know the film don't lie, Cino.
I mean, I think it's a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just dismiss Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy got the playoff experience.
Right.
No, we're not dismissing Jimmy. We're dismissing.
Okay, Miami as a team. Miami as a team has the playoff experience that y'all don't have. You know what I'm saying? They got a core that's been together longer than y'all have. You know what I'm saying? Just don't say you give like that regular season shit end in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Not saying Jimmy ain't the issue. Right? It's the rest of his team.
Regardless of what y'all might say, or I don't know if y'all pay attention, right? But that was our 6th time beating Cleveland this year. Yeah, the number 1 defense in the league. Yeah, the team that was supposed to be better than us and all that. The one who captured the 4th seed that had a great regular season. Yeah, we beat them 6 times this year.
Cleveland ain't Miami though, bro. Cleveland is not Miami.
It don't matter who it is. We talk about the Knicks is the common denominator here, brother. I'm telling you, stop counting us out, man. I don't care who you.
I ain't counting you out, but don't overlook the the Heat like they weak. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't
at us like that because Jimmy can't beat us by himself, man. He can't beat us by himself. Don't you see how deep we are? Pause.
Yeah, it's like once Giannis wasn't there.
You just talk about how Utah got 2 teams, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you could see that we got 2 teams too, right?
Nah, I mean, y'all straight, man. I don't know how many of them dudes you gonna rely on deep in the
Answer this question
playoffs
for me,
like that.
brother.
Right.
Answer this
You know what
question
I'm
for me,
saying?
right? What team in the league, or let's just use the playoffs now, because I don't, so we can just cut to the chase. What team in the playoffs got a bench like we got? That's deep. That's got depth on their bench like we have.
Clippers, Phoenix,
Yeah, hold
No,
Boston,
on.
Phoenix
How
doesn't.
you pick the
Boston.
Clippers?
Phoenix
Hold on.
does.
How you pick the Clippers, right? When the two biggest dudes y'all got that they on the bench now, but in street clothes, like they load managing
Well, I
them
mean,
already,
I'm
bro.
saying you said who has the
Pick
deepest
a
teams in the
realistic. Why you
playoffs?
do the Clippers? Pick a realistic team that got a deeper bench than us, bro. Don't do the Clippers because that ain't gonna work for you.
The
Okay,
Clippers need a better coach. That's what it
Phoenix,
is.
Phoenix
Boston.
doesn't have a
Come on, bro.
depth
You
either.
serious?
They don't
Yeah,
have
they
depth
Yeah,
either.
Phoenix? Yeah, all right.
they
I
got
mean, I see where you coming from, man. We can't just have this real conversation. But go ahead, man.
we've been having a real
Hold up, wait
conversation,
a
bro.
minute, man. What are we even
Now answer
talking
simple
about?
oh
What are we
man.
even talking about? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
The
What
same
are
Go
thing
we
ahead,
we
even
always
Tino.
talking
talk
about?
about, Christian.
All you teams are just getting ready to get your ass beat by Boston. We learned something last year.
Christian, listen,
Did y'all
Christian.
learn something
Man,
last year?
Boston finna
Casino.
fall.
Stop.
We
Every
always
time
go
Casino
matchup
picks
first
against. No.
against the
Time
Philly,
out.
and then we
We
can
don't
go
give
from
a
there.
damn about no damn. That's our hope. That's our hope. That's our corner hole is Philly. We own Philly. We
Yo,
don't
we was
care about
beating
no
on.
damn Philly.
Yo, we've
We
been
don't
beating
care
on
about
Boston for.
Philly.
We've been beating on Boston for 3 years straight. Now I don't know, yo, Cito, what
In
you be
the
doing?
regular
Listen,
season.
and guess who was
Nobody
doing it?
care what you do in the regular season.
And
Dog,
guess who was doing it?
don't let
Hey,
me
yo,
do what I
Sino,
do to LB and them.
yo,
Don't
Sino.
let me do what I do to them.
Yo,
New
y'all
York
tried to
now.
pull.
I'm New
Listen,
York
y'all tried to
worst
pull.
enemy.
Listen,
Y'all
we
pulled the
will
regular season.
slay
Don't do
the New
it.
York Dragon
Don't
ass
you
about the
start.
Celtics if we get
Y'all
Don't you
pulled the regular
start.
season
Hey, yo,
narrative on
Sino.
us with Cleveland. And look
Hold
what
on.
this is what I'm saying, Cino.
Yo,
I
yo,
agree with what you're
Sino.
saying.
Yeah,
I
hold
agree
on.
with what you're
You,
saying to a degree, right? But I'm just asking you to watch what's happening because y'all use the same logic in the Cleveland series. Oh, so what? Y'all beat them 3 times this year, right? I'm just saying that's all I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
listen,
Well,
that's
we
all
gonna
I'm
see it
saying.
eating us. All right,
I'm
hold on.
saying
Don't matter
we at a position right now to follow up. Like we a stronger team this year, man.
All right, hold on.
It's a
Stan
lot
was
of
saying something. Go ahead, Stan. What did you
hey,
say?
yo, Sino, and everybody in here, yo. I want to let y'all know, yo, the Knicks got a chance to go deep into the playoffs because if let's say they play Miami, right? The Knicks got Josh Hart. Josh Hart is going to be able to D up Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I don't think no team in the league got a deeper bench than the Knicks. The Knicks got so many like players coming off the bench that could score multiple points, like quickly Obi Toppin. You got Nah. Quentin Grimes, and then you got Evan Fournier and Derrick Rose. You know the Knicks got a deep bench. That's why I
I
think they could go deep
like
into
I'm
the.
ciphering through my head right now. Every team that's in the playoffs, not a lot. None of them got a bench. Like I'm literally
Thank you,
like thinking
brother.
about every
Yeah.
team in the
Thank
playoffs
you,
right now.
brother.
None of them got a deep bench.
He lied.
Wait,
I
what you
just
say?
heard.
What you say,
Ain't no
Cino?
The Knicks got a lot of people with names on the back of their jersey on the bench. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
That's a
y'all as
fact.
deep as you think you are, dog.
Casino, look,
Look,
But
man, look.
they
Give me
contribute to
it's
the
just
win
like
column though,
this. Like,
Cino.
Cino, how many times you say?
Everybody got a name on the back of their jersey. But who
Obi
But I'm
contributing to the
saying,
win column?
is gonna give you 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and about 20
And all of that
But you got
matters.
like 7
yo,
dudes
so
doing
Obi
that though.
Toppin scored 30 though against
Casino.
I agree with
Cleveland
my
the
brother.
other
Talk to him.
time.
Yo,
Man,
tell
but
him about your team.
listen.
Everybody
Tell
Point
him,
else
being,
is
tell him about
Cino,
31 Kobe.
how many times you done won the bets in the series going with the under?
Every time
every
this
game.
series.
You better stay with
Yeah,
the under when
dog.
it's on the up, man.
Can I tell
Yeah,
you something
you know
real
what I'm
quick?
saying? Like, I feel you, but your bench ain't like that now. Come on, man. You're the
Right.
best bench in the league. Come on
You
now.
know
We got
how
a
it
Not the
good
works,
best
bench.
bench
right?
in the
I don't
league.
know
Both
who
Casino,
the
Bro,
best
can
you
I
bench
ain't
tell
been
you
was.
watching the
something real
Knicks,
quick,
bro.
Casino?
The Knicks got a strong bench, bro. Matter of
Hands
fact,
down.
You know how
the
math
bench is
works,
what
right?
carry the
Both
Knicks
teams,
all the
both
way. You know what I'm saying?
you know how
Come
math
on,
works,
man.
though. You know
I
how
Yo,
just
math
said,
I'm
works,
glad
right?
you
Both
brothers here,
teams
man,
have
because
to
I be
break
sounding
100 to
stupid
go
around
go
people
I
to
that
the
don't
bet,
over
know.
because a lot of times
I
it's even
took
200.
Cleveland on the money
Like,
line,
bro.
and I bet the under, which is 202. It's definitely they ain't scoring no
And we
202.
kept them under
Yo,
80.
look,
We
But
kept them under
but check
Casino,
80.
this out. For all the
Casino,
bums we
I'm
got and for
laughing
all
at
the dudes,
Casino. You about to do it again.
Was Cleveland the #1 defense this year?
Yep.
Okay. Throughout the regular
Bro,
season,
but
right?
come on,
Only.
but look,
You know
come
what I
on,
mean?
are
But
they,
at the
did we
same
anybody really believe they was the best defensive team? Like, cut it out.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I
like
didn't
because they showed it this
know.
season. They showed it this season
Hell,
that
they
Cleveland was the
showing it
best
against the
defensive team.
Knicks. The Knicks, they finally
Yeah.
scored over 100
Yeah.
points for that game.
like the series, they can keep the points low. It's just that they ain't getting nothing offensively to back it up.
Would Cleveland have beat Milwaukee if they played them? Whoa,
You're breaking up.
You're borging out, bro.
But Cena, do you want to do this again when you bet against us in every series?
Do you want to do this again?
Them?
What I told you about Philly? You struggling with the Atlanta Hawks right
now.
No, you want to do the Atlanta Hawks right now? Really?
No,
really? This nigga gonna sleep.
They won one game.
It doesn't matter. No. I'm not talking about just the win. I'm not talking about just Atlanta's win.
Your series, like
no. I'm telling you.
No one's gonna think about, damn man. We beat the 76ers.
It's not just the fact that Atlanta won that one game. It's the fact that you're in a dogfight with every game y'all played them in, except for the first game.
No, hold on. Y'all been in a dogfight too. Yeah. Y'all had one breakout game.
Dog,
we wasn't in the dogfight.
We're not counted on we're not counted on the sleep Cleveland. But Boston is counted on the sleep Atlanta.
Dog, like it doesn't matter. We still gonna beat
win
your
ass. Now they don't win game
5.
If Boston lose game 5, that's when we start being like, yo, what y'all doing?
Philly gonna whoop y'all. I've been saying it all year. I've been saying it all year. They're going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Cino did the same shit last year when he bet with the Knicks and they lost. Then he bet with the Bucks. They lost, and we took his chain. Then he doubled down, tripled down, and did Miami, and we bust their ass. We only lost because Tatum choked and Smart choked in the finals. But I never said we was gonna win the finals. I said we going to the finals.
That's what finals because James Butler's doing, man. I don't want to talk about
No. But Jamisha, and he believed it.
He told Jamisha No, Christian, remember he told Jamisha after y'all beat him.
Out, and so. Look, I'm trying to tell you, do it again, Cino. Do it again, and you will lose once again. I'm telling you, you're not good at betting me. You're not good going against me. You lost 3 times.
Play in the next round.
Told me 3 times,
Boston, right?
Yes, and we gonna bust their ass, and we
if
bust
y'all
their
get
ass.
by Atlanta.
And we
if
get
y'all
by
get by Atlanta.
You know what?
Hello. Hey, yo, Cino, I want to ask you this, right? If the Knicks go to the finals and play the Lakers, who you got winning?
Yes, man.
Anybody against the Lakers.
He good.
I mean, historically, for historical reasons, I would like a Knicks versus
Dog,
Lakers.
it's gonna be the Celtics and the Lakers, dog. They gonna try to force
it.
They're not losing.
I just want that.
The Celtics not beating the Knicks, bro. The Knicks played the Celtics during the season.
Oh my God.
They match up real well with Boston. I don't know why they just match up
in the regular season. I guarantee you.
Let's get to that point and we'll see how it goes.
Yo, y'all act like the Knicks can't turn up in the playoffs.
Let me tell you something right now.
Both got a lot of work.
You still got to do Scottie Pippen.
What's going on here, bro?
Please.
Y'all can't control the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, y'all can't keep them down. What's up with that?
Dog, they almost came back from a 30-point blowout. That's nasty, bro.
No one cares. Like you guys are pestering about stuff that don't even matter.
Man, when you play bad against a bad team, that do matter. What you mean?
No, when we
beat season don't matter. Why play? Why don't I just get straight to the playoffs?
Dog, we struggle with Giannis. When it was a one-man show with Giannis, we struggled with them. Did anybody care when we beat Miami? No one talked about it. No one cares. We're gonna win, and when we win, I'm just gonna laugh and be like,
"Ty, what up,
guys, you're wasting your time."
Where do you lose? We'll be able to find.
Like, look,
Yeah, like Christian, let me bring you back down to reality for a second, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is my?
They just got here. You gotta. What's going on? What's your take on how far you think the Knicks is going? Your name is Nicholas, so you got the Knicks already in the
Don't do that to Nick.
Don't do that to that man.
How far put him with a losing franchise?
Trying to be funny. I'm not even from New York. Oh yeah.
Word, don't do that like that.
Don't put you in a losing franchise.
No, I just said he got Nick in his day. So I want to see what's his thoughts on
Okay, all right. The Knicks side, I say, I mean, there's a chance they could make it out the second round. I mean, could make it out the first round, but I mean, that's as far as they're gonna go, man. It's, yeah. As far as
I agree.
I agree. We got a chance against
So a second round exit. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Nah, the Knicks is too tough for that, bro.
Hold on, Nick.
Bro, the Knicks is not gonna be an easy out though, man. They got too much talent on that squad. You know what I'm saying? They're not the same squad as 2 years ago.
No, he said they were going to be an easy out, man.
No, Nick,
you're not. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. If they make it out the first round, who are they going against?
We'd either play Miami or the Bucks.
Miami and Milwaukee.
Oh, right.
That's why I was.
Yo, I feel like if it's not the Bucks, they could beat Miami in advance. But the Bucks, the Knicks might have problems with the Bucks.
Historically,
I think
want to bring history with this, we always put a whooping on Miami.
I can't believe you really picking titties over Tigers. It's crazy. Titties over. That's who's gonna beat us. Titties over Tigers.
Hold on. Nick, you think that Miami has the advantage over the Knicks?
Hell no.
Do they have the advantage?
Go Tyler Hero. Go Oladipo. We beat them last time 3 games with them, man. I understand.
He asked me, my man. He asked me, my man. Let me answer that. All right, I got you. Okay. This season, do they have the advantage over the Knicks? I gotta see how their rosters match up against each other, man. I don't know just yet.
What roster? Everybody's hurt on the Miami.
I know. Damn. I have to freaking look at it again.
That's why he said you gotta look at it because you gotta figure out who's left.
Nick, I just want to say, man, you see how these niggas acting? They never, when you used to winning.
Man, look how you acting. You were the dog fight with Atlanta, Christian.
Man, yeah, don't let Christian get this shit off.
Say what they want to say. They can say what they want to say. We consistently been beating everybody's ass.
If y'all happen to make it,
I don't care how niggas feel about it. They got a track sheet.
Hey, I bet on y'all tonight. I took your advice, so you better be right.
Oh, ain't they game in an hour? I think they game in an hour too.
Nah, don't blame me. You better.
No, we blaming you, Christian.
Oh, the Knicks about to play.
Christian, if the Celtics lose tonight, I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Right. You talking about some? Don't blame me. I mean,
it is what it is. Like, don't nobody.
Don't blame you,
bro. Do anybody even remember when we went 7 games in the first round with the Atlanta Hawks in 08 when we won the championship? Do y'all niggas remember that? Y'all remember that?
Y'all got lucky, man, that Joe Johnson is about as capable as James Harden is in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
And then what did we do the next series? We bust LeBron ass and we sit his ass.
As you should.
That's LeBron, though. That's LeBron, though.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish, Steve. And then the next round,
the following year, y'all didn't even make
we sent y'all Detroit packing. We sent y'all back to y'all dirty.
Listen, we was at the end of the road then, dad. We was at the end of the road then. We was at the end of the road.
Detroit was done by then. They were done. Everybody was done by then.
Y'all franchise been like boys to men, nigga. So that's what we did to y'all.
Oh, y'all won that one chip in 08.
Oh my God!
Didn't even make it the next year. And then Kobe
do not tell me about championships. Don't tell me about LB.
After that,
do you want to get cooked?
There's no need to bring us up. I mean, we know we
don't get cooked tonight, LB, because the last time y'all niggas won, niggas had just went to space. Like, let me.
The shot was quiet.
James Brown's third album just came out when y'all won. Don't talk to me.
Hey, yo, Chino.
I don't know how that feels. Y'all don't know how that feels.
Nah, nigga, you gotta worry about that nigga.
That's how they went to the White House.
all, don't tell me nothing. You got a strong quarterback on your squad. Your quarterback wears thongs and panties. Don't talk to me no more.
I ain't no Jets fan.
Outlaw. Don't do that.
Hey, no, don't talk about me.
He talking about me. I ain't no Jets fan.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whoa.
No outlaw coming for me. No, because you lost on that Sam Donald trade. Because now you got stuck with an old.
Okay,
outlaw.
Keep on talking outlaw.
Keep it on topic, man. Keep it on topic, bro. No. Keep
Don't jump up and down, back and forth. Let's focus on basketball.
No, I'm getting up.
No, we're not gonna get no, man. Come on, keep it where it was, bro. Skip that.
Okay, we'll keep it back on the Knicks. Yeah, so let me keep cooking y'all. Y'all niggas ain't won in so long. Cino wasn't even alive, nigga. Like, come on. There wasn't no Patreon involved. There was no video. Michael Jackson, he just released his
I ain't gonna lie. Even I wasn't on my.
Right, he just released his first
If that's your argument,
Yeah,
if
man,
that's
that was
your
about
argument,
50 years ago, man.
Like, y'all niggas, like, don't talk to me about championships.
if the past is your argument of why the Knicks can't go advance in the second round to the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm gonna live with that. If y'all stuck on the past to substantiate that the Knicks ain't got a chance this year, I'm gonna live with that.
I never said that.
We talking
Y'all
about
just not gonna win
to be
because y'all
fair,
not
though.
gonna win.
I mean, look, to be fair, and here's my thing.
I feel like the whole nation is sleeping on the Knicks, man.
Like our chances.
They're not understanding the bench contribution of the Knicks, man. Because that bench is what carry the Knicks, man. That's why they win
If I knew
most
who
of
was
their
gonna win,
games.
I'd be rich. I just say I like our chances, man.
I know you're cool. It's just other niggas have been going out of their
Christian,
outside
shut
of
your
their
ass
league.
up. That's what
You gotta understand. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan and a Jet fan, so I understand these brothers. Listen, we come from a long line of suffering, bro.
Like, look, we're at the big boy stable, and it's like
Don't start with these. You just tried to dump on the Pistons. You just tried to dump on them like 5 minutes ago.
But that's our thing. We have a rivalry. We actually got history together. We don't have history.
Man, shut up.
Don't win nothing. You niggas don't win nothing. So we can
Nobody want to hear that cat.
Christian,
you want to go ring clean and
Christian,
I ain't gonna lie. Knicks ain't been relevant in so long. All our rivalries kind of faded away. You had rivalries with Miami. You had rivalries with the Pacers. But all that faded away because we ain't been relevant in so long. But we talking about today, people. Today, man. We talking about the things you're gonna see tonight, tomorrow, and all that.
All right.
Oh, man.
I'll take the Knicks next season. Who is that?
What?
Sound like a cat.
Well, see, I think this is what it looks like if the Cowboys were winning more. This is what it looks like.
Oh my God.
Yo, what y'all think
I think next season the Knicks might fall off.
Why you think that? The Knicks only gonna get back. Hey, yo, the Knicks is only one superstar away from winning the championship.
Cino, you want to go ring shopping?
I'm glad he makes bad taste because then it never goes in his favor. So keep talking.
Yeah, we don't believe what you're saying now, Cino. But go ahead.
Cino and T and
yeah, he said we every other year.
We're going ring cleaning tonight. That's what we going tonight. We're going ring cleaning. We're going to dust off some rings.
No, because next year they talking about giving Brooklyn and Knicks are both trying to get Covington from the Clippers. Because that's why they set them down.
I got to cook, y'all. I'm out. I didn't cook the Knicks enough. I got to cook. I'm about to fry some Knicks and Embiid on the frying pan. That's what we finna do.
You about to smoke?
Hey, you better worry about cooking Trey, nigga.
Right.
You know. That series ain't over yet, Christian.
Nobody worry about this.
Y'all should be ending this series right now, bro.
Hey man,
Y'all should be ending this series right now, Christian.
Look, earlier tonight, I just took an Embiid. I pooped. That's what I just did. So no one's worried about them guys.
Man, go ahead, make your Tatum sandwich, bro. Just go ahead.
Look, it's all right. It's all right. You wish you had Tatum.
Nah, I'm good.
No, I really don't. I really don't.
You really don't. And that's why you niggas ain't won lately.
Man,
Yo,
You didn't win with him either.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. The Knicks, right? The Knicks fans, we not in no position to be bragging and boasting. Honestly,
Right.
I'm not here for that.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Finally,
I'm
a
here
New
to
Yorker
talk.
that's not on some freaking arrogant crap.
Right.
What about me?
Well,
Right.
excuse me. That's
You was some Tommy.
Excuse me.
This is
Well,
why
don't just come here if you feel that way. If you can't handle.
Hold on, what you say, Cino?
Go ahead, Cino. We want to hear that.
I think the Knicks gonna fall off next.
Okay.
They finna start making all these deals, getting these free agencies. A lot of people want to come play with the Knicks.
Who's on the free agency anyway?
Well, they gonna get Robert Covington. He wants to come play for either Brooklyn want him too. So Covington is gonna end up going back to the East Coast. He's either gonna be over there on the Brooklyn or he's gonna be over there in
Brooklyn's gonna lose.
That would be a good pickup for the Knicks. Covington would be a great pickup for the Knicks.
No, I can tell you right now, Cino, a lot of people ain't gonna go to the Nets because of what happened with Kyrie Irving, bro. And they
I want to
exactly.
Let Cino finish it out. Why we gonna be worse next year? I mean, hear everything
and
he gotta
this
say.
is why the team gonna start to rebel against Tibbs. And this is about this second year round. They're gonna get drunk off the success. Then they're gonna start to rebel against Tibbs because they're gonna want more freedom. They're gonna feel they stars, they're gonna try to get interviews, they're gonna get real, their head gonna get real big. And they're gonna clash with Tibbs, and then injuries gonna start happening.
And that's why Homeboy said that Leon Rose blocked out the media.
Yeah, it's a media lockout.
Yeah.
So them boys are
none of that BS going on.
in New York, brother. That media mean a lot here. The media might not mean nothing in Detroit, but it mean a lot here, brother. They be
New York, the media capital of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, kid, don't do that. Don't do that.
They don't mean anything because the problem's gonna be in the locker room. So
they ain't gonna let Leon got him out of here, so they better run off to the New York Jets and do all the Aaron Rodgers stuff.
The Jets gonna take that division. Easy.
Hell yeah, the Jets are Super Bowl contenders, man.
Real quick, they're gonna be third next on Adams. Now let's move on.
Watch how next season all the injuries start happening on the Knicks. Watch what I tell you.
Why we want to say that?
Run you into the ground.
How are we gonna do that if they haven't been ran down into the ground? He been substituting all his players.
We still waiting on the 30-minute OV.
Okay, this is what I was saying. Because remember,
Tibbs been rotating them the bench, but the bench been carrying the Knicks this season. That's why the Knicks had their success. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Cino, let me break this down real quick then. You
Well,
see how earlier, when I was ciphering through all the teams, a lot of them don't have definite bench. You had Jimmy Butler last night, damn near passed that on the ground, just laying there.
Hell yeah, Jimmy Butler laid it on the line last night.
Yeah, they ain't got nobody.
No team do. That's why when T said Phoenix, I said Phoenix ain't got no depth either.
Nah, Phoenix just got a good starting lineup, but they ain't got no bench. You know what I'm saying?
But no depth, so it's they're gonna run KD. They're gonna run KD, Booker, and Chris Paul down to the ground.
Yeah, KD and Booker gonna have to play like 45 minutes for Phoenix to win.
I trust Phoenix. Tibbs running people into the ground. I don't think Tibbs had a big.
The Cavs are winning 3 straight.
No, they not.
I don't think so, man.
I'll be right bet on that. You're gonna lose your money.
Yeah, see, no, I don't think that's a good bet, man. I think you're gonna lose on that bet.
No, I get plus 420. I just saw that. I said, man, I gotta bet that. Cavs come back and win this series. I'm gonna be eating.
Now, Cavs might win tonight because they backs is against the wall, but they ain't winning 3 straight though.
Yeah, they gonna win tonight when the Knicks ain't
tomorrow night. They play tomorrow night.
Oh, also they play tomorrow night. Yeah, my bad, my fault.
If they get it tonight, they back against the wall and they in Cleveland. But they go back to the Garden. They ain't getting 1 game off on us in the Garden because that's game 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, this over in 5, man.
I hope it's over in 5. I'd like for it to be over in 5.
I want it to be over in 5 so we can rest.
Making their names known even more, in the Garden.
I'm hoping it's over in 5 so we can rest.
Yeah, but we know how the Knicks do. They be on that BS.
So Julius Randle start doing some crying and what? Get him out of here. I ain't got time for
y'all play tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. He's gonna do it. He's gonna go in Tibbs.
Tomorrow.
Our whole team
play tomorrow.
Watch what I tell you.
They didn't
Who they
bash
got? Who they
you.
got that's going?
Nobody ain't
Who they
say
got
nothing
that's going to
about
stop
you. Ain't
Brunson right
nobody
now?
bash you or nothing. We ain't attack you. The base didn't attack you. We just had you like go like chill. That's it, pretty much. So we don't want to hear none of this whining shit when the game tomorrow.
Yo, game 2, they would start doubling on Brunson, right? We struggled, right? But then they tried that in game 4. We just opened that right up. That's over. Everything they try, Tibbs is on him. Tibbs on him.
I just need Quentin Grimes to step up because I don't think he scored the other day.
Nah, he was.
Grimes hurt.
He
Yeah,
ain't play.
the
He
other.
didn't even play. That's our
Did he
best
play?
perimeter defender.
No, he didn't because
he got
he got hurt in game 3.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
he had a contusion on his shoulder. He didn't play game 4.
It was like 4 players that didn't really score. I mean, Hartenstein didn't score either, but we got him on the board, so that was fine.
Quickly had a bad game. Grimes didn't play. Randle had a bad game. Who else had a
Quickly had a bad game
matter of
too.
fact, to be honest with you,
Yeah, that did his thing though.
we ain't played a good game this series yet, to be honest with you.
Do you think we should play Derrick Rose? I feel like we should play Derrick Rose, but
Now they play
Derrick
game.
Rose is a mentor, man. He's on mentor
They
status.
threw him in and he threw one alley-oop, and that was it.
Yeah, Derrick Rose a legend. He's just on mentor status. That's just a feather in the hat for Tibbs.
Yeah, he out after this season.
Yeah, and that's
I
15
want him
million
there
coming
just
back to
for
the Knicks, man.
just cause. It's the same thing with Melo. I wanted Melo back. I'm still mad about that. I'm like, how come y'all didn't get Melo? Because I think the front office argued about that. Half of the front office wanted Melo back. Some of them was capping on Melo. Like, bro.
Now I heard that Tibbs didn't want Melo back because Tibbs ain't want to deal with him. You know what I'm saying?
He'll be a legacy player. Like, what are y'all doing?
Nah, you bring Melo back, you're gonna stunt the growth of the other Obi.
He could have the Udonis Haslem role.
Kobe ain't showing me he ready yet.
I don't think you watching, Cino.
I want him gone anyway. I want Evan Fournier gone anyway.
Highlight reels don't really tell a story, brother.
I don't like Evan Fournier. I want him gone anyway.
Nah, I can't stand Evan
Fournier. Good shooter, but he can't shoot. I mean, he can't play no defense, man. That's one he probably.
And he only sometimes show up scoring too.
Exactly. He's not a shooter every night, brother. He's not a night in, night out shooter.
He like our Duncan. He's like our Miami got Duncan Robinson. We got Evan Fournier. It's like
exactly. He's just like Duncan Robinson.
No, he's like a Okoro with a jump shot, but no defense. Still ain't worth putting him in the game.
That's why he got traded all around the league. Orlando, Boston. Like, come on.
But
you be all nervous and scary in the game. Can't stay in front of nobody.
I forgot he was
looking over his
completely on the
shoulder.
team. I haven't seen him in so long.
He be in the game like he about to have a nervous breakdown, man.
This thing though, man. Like McGrath, that dude McGrath here, he be doing a little bit of scoring, but you know, he just got to get better on the defense.
Matter of fact, he on the top of my list. Like once the summer hit, he on the top of my list to get traded for Fournier. RJ, I'm just like
he got to get better at dealing with those bigger guards. You know what I'm saying? Like when
he got to get shots off. We got to get Randle off the floor so these other guys can get their shots off, man. That's it. That's the problem.
Do we trade
everybody else is good.
That's another one.
Randle can't handle the ball like that. So they got to get the ball to Brunson or RJ Barrett or McGrath because they good at handling the rock. You know what I'm saying? But shit, Randall's good at shooting and posting up, but I ain't having him handling the ball and running the offense because when the ball be in his hand, bad things happen, man.
All that jump passing and all of that shit, he don't need to be doing none of that.
Yeah, I ain't got time for Fournier antics, bro.
But man, Barrett stepped up the last 2 games though, man. He been doing his thing.
I ain't got time for Julius Randle antics either, because I really want him traded, but we just don't know who to get.
That's why Leon Rose gave Brunson father the job. That was his first client ever, and he signed him. And
what does he do anyway for the front office?
He's like a scout, really, but that was just to keep his dad in there. That was his first client, so he was telling him.
That's the reason y'all got Brunson, because of his pops.
Yeah, I know, because Mark Cuban won't shut up about it.
Well, that was a good move. That wound up being a good move for us, man.
That's the best thing y'all have done so far.
That was his first client.
I'm glad you said that.
I
So
mean,
far,
yeah, I admitted
finished,
to
man.
HD like 55,000 times. Like, look, you was right, because I was the one like really upset when we didn't get Donovan Mitchell. Like, I was really like pissed.
I mean, once you seen what they wanted to give up, we was off that. We didn't care about that no more.
Angels trying to get the Knicks to give up their whole goddamn roster just to get Donovan Mitchell.
That's what I wasn't willing to do. I was like, I'm not giving up 8 picks. And we be back in the Carmelo Anthony situation again?
Yeah,
No.
he did that out of spite. Once he came in there and showed up at the game, like he was scouting Donovan Mitchell, that pissed Ainge off, and he just like, that's when the deal got crazy. He was like, no, we ain't taking the deal no more. We want 8 picks.
But Ainge has a history of this garbage, like when he was with Boston doing this crap.
Yeah.
That's why that's why Danny Ainge be having nervous breakdowns and all that. I think it's weird.
Yeah, he did that. I mean, he did it when he was a player. You got to think about it. He went from being on the bench, and the next year he was a coach.
GM.
He was an assistant coach of the Phoenix.
Yeah, went right to the front office.
And that's how him and Robert Horry got into it. They almost got in a fight in the locker room when they played with each other. They didn't like each other. Then he ended up being the assistant coach of the team. So he was like, man, now he in the coach, and he tried to tell him what to do, so he ignored him. The next thing you know, Robert Horry threw the damn towel in his face when he was on the sideline. Like, get up out of here. So then when he ended up being the main guy, going to like the front office and doing all this stuff and being the head coach and all that stuff, like, oh, Danny Ainge is the guy on the team. He knew he was getting traded. He's like, oh, I know I'm out. I'm out. And sure enough, he traded him to the Lakers, and then he was sticking it to him every time, dropping their ass off, Robert Horry. So Horry got his revenge on Ainge. So as soon as he got rid of him, it was like, man, look, you ain't want me here. I don't want to be around you anyway.
Man, majority of teams that Horry's been on, he got a chip.
Exactly. He had 1, 2 on there, but before, I mean, once they did all those crazy trades, he came over there after winning those 2 chips. Or he had a bad game because they
with Houston.
With Houston.
Yeah, when he was with Houston, he won the 2 chips already. So when he got to Phoenix, they thought, okay, we got to stop. Dude, I swear, Houston knew what they had. Houston knew Robert Horry is just a role player. And as soon as it was time to pay him, they didn't get that 3-peat, he was gone the next year. They got rid of him and Cassell. They all were gone.
Look, Robert Horry was just
and this time, right?
And they brought in Barkley.
That was the smartest thing they ever did, was get rid of him. They brought in Charles Barkley, yep. They brought in them, but they're getting rid of Horry and Cassell. That saved a lot of money. And they got Charles for cheap. So then they were going to sell their tickets there. So they like, we got our chips already, so we don't win it, we good.
But what was they thinking about? What was they thinking when they wanted to replace Matt Maloney with Sam Cassell with Matt Maloney? You know what I'm saying?
They was thinking we ain't gonna spend the money. That's what that was. It was like, we want our chips already. We good now.
Hey, yo, City, didn't they get rid of Vernon Maxwell too?
Yeah, they got rid of Matt Maxwell at the end of his leg. Yeah, he was out. He was gone, like, I think after the first chip.
Yeah, he was gone after the first chip.
Yeah, he was gone after the first chip.
It was all right, we got our chip. We stuck with your crazy ass. Now you gotta go.
Right. And they ended up filling in with Clyde Drexler on there. You know, everybody thought that was done, you know, at that time. And then, you know, then Clyde showed him, hey, I just want to steal the glide, you feel me?
Yeah, they didn't like the fact that they lost. They lost. What was that? Otis Thorpe.
Right.
They lost Otis Thorpe, and they really didn't like that. Thorpe was their guy. You know, he was like a veteran.
Mm-hmm. He went to the Pistons.
Yeah. So they ended up doing the trade, and Drexler, they just beat them last year. Like, why are we trading for Clyde? We just beat Portland last year.
Right.
But Clyde was like,
home.
yeah, and it was like, man, y'all just traded Duckworth. Man, it's time to move. And then next thing you know, Clyde, you know, he he all business. Reading the Wall Street Journal. They're like, who is this guy? And then they got all these young guys over here. And then he came in and started balling, and that was it.
Yeah, that's what they needed. Needed that.
Houston got Barkley and Pippen. Oh,
Yes,
they got Pippen the year later, the year after that.
Yeah, I think Pippen came to the Rockets in what 99.
Yeah, Drexler retired. Yeah, Clyde retired, and then that's when Pip came. They got
Pippen came after the 6th championship with the Bulls.
Yeah, right. So that was 99.
Yeah,
I forgot how long he was with the Rockets. I think he went to
like a half a season or a season. He only stayed there.
Yeah, because he went to Portland in 2000, right?
Yeah, he went to Portland.
Yep.
Yeah, he was there in 99. 99 season, he played in Houston, and he was god awful.
Yeah, but he wasted Houston money.
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck was roasting him, and then he got to the playoff game. They had paid him all that money. He was like, and he had that one big breakout game, the only game they won. Charles was like, about time. Yeah, about time. Shit, we didn't pay him all this money. About time he started. So they already had problems in the locker room. Because Charles was like, look, man, you supposed to be this big, bad, tough Scottie Pippen, this great player. You ain't doing jack it over here.
Yep.
But I am
hoping what everybody else knew. Scottie's a role player.
But I am hoping for Heat to win that series. And just to I love Giannis, but that whole best player in the world stuff, y'all can just stop it now. Because I got cussed out plenty of times when I said KD.
But you gotta remember, he hurt himself. He didn't hurt himself already. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've been saying, still arguing because everybody keeps saying KD is. I still got KD as the best player. Period.
Yeah.
But they keep riding Giannis way since the finals. So
that's not of course, Kevin Durant is better.
Yo, how he the best? He got swept last year in the playoffs.
No, because they still riding the wave
another
of
superstar
him beating Phoenix, coming back. What was it, from a 3-1 lead or something?
Yeah, but the man got swept last year with another superstar on the team, right?
Oh man, I'm surprised people still remember that fight.
What?
The Phoenix.
What fight with Phoenix?
Yeah, with Giannis. When they went over there and beat Phoenix and came back and won the championship.
Oh yeah. Phoenix choked, bro. Chris Paul always choke. Now he got a squad now. He got a team now. He got KD. He got KD.
They was like, Giannis is the only person to win a championship without a no bona fide superstar.
Hell yeah. You right about that.
Besides the old Detroit team, with
I think Giannis more than LeBron, man. Because LeBron, he needs a whole bunch of superstars around him to win the chip.
But a lot of people love to ignore the whole thing when Giannis was teasing the fact of going to the Lakers and stuff. I don't care if he was trolling or not. It's just for the fact that I figured that you probably would do that.
No.
Detroit did it with one superstar, right? When
the Pistons did exactly. But
yeah, that's the only team I can remember going back that did it like that.
Yeah, that's when they had Ben Wallace, right? And Tyshawn Prince in that squad.
Yeah, Tyshawn Prince, Ben Wallace, Rick Hamilton, and Chauncey Billups, and Rasheed Wallace. Wallace was the only known star, but he was done by that.
Yeah, Rip Hamilton too, right?
Yeah, Rip Hamilton.
Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Sheed.
Yeah, now that's
good defensive team. Couldn't stand Tyshawn Prince. Couldn't stand that.
How many of them went to the All-Star? How many of them went to the All-Star game that year they won a chip?
I think it was just two of them.
All right, so how are we going to say they superstars?
Right? Yeah, Hamilton and Ben Wallace.
I think it was Rick Hamilton and Ben Wallace, right?
I mean, actually, all four of them went 2 years after that.
That was 2007 when all four.
But during the time they won the chip,
I thought Ben Wallace went to Cleveland after that in 07.
I mean, people don't realize that we had a run. We went to back-to-back NBA finals. Then we were in the Eastern Conference. about another 3-4 years after that.
I skipped that finals too. I didn't watch that.
Listen, we would have went to more if Chicago hadn't went out their way to steal Ben Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we went in the Eastern Conference Finals without him.
Yeah, I skipped that. I skipped that
Ben was
finals.
the
I
hardest
said I
team this year,
refuse to watch two teams I can't. No, bro.
What two teams is that?
I couldn't stand to watch like Detroit beating the Lakers. Just like that, just ruined me, dog. Because I love Kobe and Shaq, and that broke up the team. Then you got after that they played San Antonio, another team I hate. I can't stand San Antonio since the '99 finals.
Full court press they stuck on us, man.
That was one of my favorite series.
Hey, trying to build a super team
joint
when they lost to Detroit in the finals.
No, and then they played San Antonio, which is another team I can't hate since the '99 finals.
Duncan and
You say, T?
That's some of the best basketball ever right there.
I skipped that. Yeah. I came back for the Miami Heat finals. That was Dwayne Wade.
Now you want to talk about a trash finals?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. That was a great finals. That was a great finals.
Yeah, you
that
got
was supposed to be. It should have been Phoenix Suns. It should have been the Suns, bro.
Yeah, look at we
Marcus Camby was going off that year too, bro. Marcus Camby was going off that year. When we got in them finals, he got in a little
the way they like hyped it up.
Somebody kidnapped assistants and shit like something like that, held up for ransom, and it was over.
Bro.
He wasn't the same.
Phoenix want to choke at the last minute against Dallas. I was like, man, like I didn't want but I was like, okay, cool, fine. As long as Heat win, I don't care, bro.
Now, let me ask y'all this: which one of y'all take Luka on your team right now?
Me?
Luka playing, man.
Who that? Detroit? Luka on Detroit?
Right. I'll take Luka down there.
All day.
No, he going to one team. Like if he don't play for Dallas no more, he going to one team and one team.
Luka
with his personality, you know what team I'm gonna say.
Boston.
No, you already know what the personality got. You already know Lakers. Straight up. He's going over there.
I wish he would go to the Lakers.
Luka won't be able to play with LeBron, bro. Him and LeBron, they gonna clash.
I don't think you can
regardless
put
if LeBron, I got him going there when LeBron retires. But LeBron talk about he ain't retiring until Tom Brady age and shit. I remember when he said that. Like,
who could put up numbers, no question. But they only got as far as they got last year. They only got to the Western Conference Finals because of when he was not there. And Brunson carried that team, man.
Lakers about to get like 4 or 5 more years of LeBron.
Man, Lakers trying to get Kyrie to come back there, man.
I'm telling you,
all kind of refs on
I thought this will show you that Kyrie does not want to play with LeBron because he's a free agent, so he can go anywhere he want to go.
Yup.
So he might. My theory is that
Sino, salute, man. Yo, everybody, panel, JBLB, yo, I appreciate this